For the next 100 days, I'm going to be surviving in this super flat world in hardcore Minecraft. With this completely flat world, no access to caves, and villages being the only natural structure, I plan to build the ultimate survival base. And of course, this will be complete with everything I need to survive. So be sure to stick around to the end to see how this base comes together, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Yo, welcome back to another 100 days. Today, super flat. Look at all my slimy guys. So here's the game plan. Number 1, find a village. And this actually looks like a ton of villages. Wait, why are there 2 visible blacksmiths? Maybe this is 2 villages tied to one another. All right, task number 2, don't get hit by these giant green guys. They want me bad. Look, the iron golem's already getting at it. He's fighting them off, man. Here's my big thing. So obviously I need saplings, so I need these trees to give me stuff, but also I need ways to get cobblestone that isn't just stealing from the villagers. So the game plan is to get enough iron to grab some of this lava, aka make a bucket. And my game plan is to, sadly, take out this villager safe haven. That iron golem has to go, eventually. Not yet, but eventually. Oh my gosh! Diamonds early, baby. Nice! You guys are hearing this, these noises down here, right? I don't see anybody. Can you touch me? Oh, he can! Oh! Okay, it's not, you know what? Hey, I'm just going back up. It ain't looking good for your boy right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hey. I need to get in here and see what's going on, because I'm almost positive what I'm hearing is mobs. Like, for sure. Ah, I see. I do understand. Oh, hello. Ow! And I'm on fire. Oh, this has not been a great start for me. How do I get up here to you? I want you, I want the string here. I don't know what I need the string for, but I want it. Okay, well, that's handled. Iron Golem, can I interest you in dying? I don't know if you're interested in this. Cool. All right, I guess now is a good time to start getting our tools and stuff. Like, I get that we have some iron stuff, and I have diamond. Hey, I'm not gonna be mad about finding some diamonds early, you know what I mean? I'm a man who loves the blue gem, okay? I got my money up. I'm paid out of my mind. However, what I don't have is, I don't have an axe. And now that we have this, I can do one of these. Watch this. Boom. Bam. Bam, boom. Bucket. Nice. Yeah, I forgot to make an axe. That's right. We're going to go stone axe here. I need to cut down some trees, and then we have to get a cobblestone gen going, like, somewhat quick, actually. So here's my game plan. Obviously, I'm in a pretty bad spot right now, right? I can take one of these beds, and that's good, and I can skip the night. And that's great. That's, like, really, really nice. I need that pretty bad. However, that doesn't get rid of my apparent slime issue on super flat, but I have an idea. You see, slimes still abide by the laws of other mobs. What that means for me is that I can put up a wall around a centralized area and be in no danger to slimes. That's my game plan. Oh, guys, you know what? Hey, so sorry. That's on me. Hey, I really don't want to be involved with... Hey! Okay. Okay, the slimes are a little bit relentless. They want me pretty bad. That's okay. We're going to keep moving here. Hey, guys, sorry, just coming through. I just want to cut down some trees. Hope you don't mind. I pretty consistently need to be on the move here, especially with these slimes coming at me. Let's loot one more house here, and then I do want to find... I have, like, pretty much everything I need here to start. So I would like to find another village, mostly so that I can loot it up a little bit. Also, this structure is very interesting. I'm taking these hay bales. I actually need the food pretty bad. Let's hunt down another village and see if I can find more blacksmiths, but also some more food. I mean, we have a whole flat world. I mean, it can't be too difficult to find something. Look, already there. I'll tell you what I'm not seeing at all is another blacksmith, so that's really sick. That's fine. I can still loot these homes. I'm not even sure that I've ever seen this one. You know what? Hey, early cobblestone walls, do not mind if I do. Was there anything else down here worth taking? Kinda not. Maybe the fences will be good. Save on some wood here. Hello, cartography guy. Oh my. I will absolutely take this bundle. Cool. Okay, we just cleared out like a huge chunk of our inventory. Very, very nice. We need to keep hunting around for more chests to loot. Another iron golem. I need ya. More iron. Some more bread. Always good. Take the potatoes and the saplings. Thank you very much. I'm going to take your central tree. Sorry, guys. I haven't found a saddle, but a horse would be so nice if I could find a saddle. I can't even lie. Oh, baby. Bookshelves. Yes, sir. I think this is pretty much going to be how we're going about for the next couple of days here. Is going to be going to bed at night, make sure I don't get hit by any mobs, and then hunting down more villages. I want to do this for a day or two just so I can really load up on stuff before I settle down. I'll always take some bread, baby. Trust. Oh, gosh. Let's head over to this village. Looks like it has a structure we haven't seen yet in the world, which is a church. Sick. Once again, I'm not seeing any blacksmith, which, like, kind of stinks, but it's fine. We can get by without it. It's not, like, a necessary villager. It's just a nice little bonus for your boy. Don't think I care about anything in here. His house doesn't really have anything I care about. Another iron golem? Don't mind if I freaking do, bro. You know what I just realized? I could trade with these villagers to get some early gear. That's actually not a horrible idea. I can find farmer villagers and I can just like harvest their farms and then take all their stuff for myself. Certainly an idea. Certainly an idea. Let's hit one more village and then I think we're gonna go ahead and settle down. I think I'm ready to start building. I need to get a cobble gen going and then I need to get some walls to put around a massive area. I have located the next village. More like located the next victim of my burglary. Not like he's in action, bro. He's been activated like a sleeper agent. I'm probably gonna go hunt down that iron golem. Having multiple iron pickaxes while I mine this cobble will be really nice. Oh my gosh, another bundle. Do not mind if I do. I think the only downside of a place like this give me bread or you'll take beetroot. Let's find an area to build our home, our domicile. I'm honestly half tempted to keep it pretty close to a village so I can bring villagers over here. So let's say right here feels like a good spot. So I can't really start on the cobblestone walls, of course, without cobblestone. So step one here is going to be cobblestone generator into a ton of cobblestone into a big wall. Basic cobblestone generator created. Now I would like to not get hurt. So I'm going to mine a bunch of cobblestone here in third person and hope that I am a-okay. I want to put my crafting table behind the cobblestone so that I can just, if you don't know, if you just do this, your pickaxe goes through this so slowly, I never have to think. So I'm going to sit here and mine a bunch of cobblestone, and then I will be right back with you. All right, I finally think I have enough cobblestone. I've not been bothered by any slimes, luckily. Let's get some walls crafted. This is certainly not enough to do what I want to do, but we're going to come, like, way out here and just start placing wall. And the game plan is to have a giant square of just covered by a cobblestone wall, and then if any slimes are in it by the time I'm done, I will destroy them. Yeah, there's a lot of big slimes over there, so I'm going to wait for them to despawn and keep placing walls this way. But you can see we have, like, we're going to have a really big square, but this needs to go out a lot farther than it is now. All right, that's on my walls. It looks like I'm going to need to do a little bit more cobblestone mining. Can I make a chest here? I would like to. I'm going to put some stuff away here. And by stuff, I mean, like, quite literally pretty much everything I have that isn't my pickaxe and my food. It is about to be nighttime. I'm just going to sit here and probably mine a lot more cobblestone until our wall is ready to go, and then we can actually start building, which I'm excited to do. My pickaxe broke, but I do have more cobblestone now, so more walls it is. Okay. We have like 3 sides of it done. Let me get to the middle here, and you can kind of see how big we're talking. I mean, this is going to be a very good plot of land. We'll get this extended over here, and then we'll be set. Of course, sadly, that means more cobble mining, which is fine. All right, well, more cobblestone mining. We'll do this until nighttime, and then in the morning, I'm going to go ahead and finish off the wall, hopefully. And actually, you know what? While I'm doing this, we can take our saplings, which I should have way more of. We can plant some of these so that we can mine up our trees. All right, we'll let all these grow while we mine some cobble. Hopefully, by the time I have the wall built, these will also be done, so I can get started on like building for the first section of this giant base I want to do. I'm sorry. I can't tell if he jumped over the wall or if I'm being dumb, but like I feel like he might have jumped over the wall somehow. See if we can get the attention of these guys, see if they can jump it. Nonsense, right? No way. Okay, that's what I thought. Maybe he just spawned in here, but that caught me very off guard for a second. I'm just mining here, minding my own business. Minding my own business? Ah. Anyway, and then I noticed that he was over the wall. That caught me very off guard, so let's hope that they can't get over it. All right, it is almost nighttime. I feel like I have mined like a ton of this stuff at this point. Let's make some walls here. I mean, I'll be honest, I'm like positive this won't be enough. But we can place a couple, and in the morning we can place the rest of them. Like, I'm almost positive this should be enough now. Okay, we actually almost had enough. We do not need much more. Let's head to bed, and in the morning we'll finish this whole thing up, and then we can finally start working on getting builds put in here, which I'm really excited for. All right, it's morning. Let's get more walls made here. I don't need many. Let's say that 12 may be enough, or 18. I'm holding 18. Obviously, I'm not good at math or looking at numbers. That's kind of not my thing. I'm gonna need way more than that, though. Oh, we don't. Nice. Okay. This is really good. We need another axe. Let's get chopping. And you know what? Let's move our cobblestone generator because I do have an idea for a little bit of a better one here in a second. And by a second, I mean I'm gonna be a little bit obvious. Like, give me a little bit of time here. Let's go iron golem hunting. I see one over there, and honestly, there should be more at some point. So let's get over here real quick. It looks like, yo, he is booking it, dude. Come on, big guy. Should I take out the other one? I don't like need him. This is looking really good. While I'm here, I didn't even make the axe. Never mind. I was gonna say while I'm here, I'll cut down some trees. Can't. No biggie. Yo, it's Big Slime Central over here. They got a whole family of them, bro. Okay, I'm out actually. Boom, axe, bam. Let's go. Tree chopping time. Let's get to it. All right. Got some wood. We got more saplings planted. I think first step is let's make a shovel and let's go mine some dirt out of our little area. I want my like main central point, I think, to be higher, or maybe I'll put it towards the back. I want it to be elevated a little bit. I'm half tempted to dig it here and like make a moat, but I don't want the area around my base to look like doo-doo butter. So let's maybe head into the village. You know what? I see this village. Let's just go figure out what this village is all about, and then I'll dig dirt out of there. I'll tell you what this village is not about. Blacksmithing, bro. They hate making weapons and armor over here. What in the world? We got so lucky finding 2 blacksmiths early, and now there's none. I'm half tempted to search this village for some form of saddle, because I'm not seeing anything worth like looting over here, but it's whatever. Let's get some dirt. We need it for our base, and then we will head back home. All right, well, there goes my shovel. I decided to mine until my shovel broke, so this villager gets a moat around his house. How fun and exciting. A little upgrade for you, buddy. I think while I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and grab their trees, too. Don't mind if I do. I don't know if clay will be important, but it at least allows us to make pots, which decoratively speaking, that's not a word. Decoratively speaking, I can make the bases or the builds look nicer if I have pots with plants in them, although they could also just be turned into brick later. I'm not super sold on what I want to do yet. And of course, because I've been kind of far away from my base, nothing could happen over here, and we're pretty far away from the spawn chunks, so nothing's going to happen normally. Do spawn chunks even exist anymore? I feel like I've seen so much stuff lately, people being like, no, they removed that in like new updates. I don't know if that's true. I have no idea. I kind of want to do the dirt pile in the back. Is this crazy? I think we should probably section off our stuff first. Let's make another shovel. So I kind of want to section off what I'm building here to verify that I have what I need. So I want 2x2 paths, and I want building spaces kind of everywhere. Alternative to this is we just wait. We build and then we handle it. Here's what I do want to do. Let's find the middle point. Let's see how long our wall is real quick and find a middle point here. I lost count. I lost count right in the, like, oh my gosh, I gotta recount here. Hold on. 88. I wanted it to be an uneven amount of blocks. We're gonna, in the morning, we're gonna push the wall one more block. It'll just make it look better overall, I think, but for the time being, we rest. Alright. I say let's push the wall next to our trees back, of course. That's gonna require a couple more walls as well. This way I went. I guess this is a good chance to count. I'll need to take the total number of walls that I have and minus 36 from it. I broke my freaking pickaxe, dude. What the? I'm gonna have to go iron golem my hunting again, dude. I really should. What I should do is hunt the blacksmiths down so that they can give me... Maybe they'll have diamonds in their chests. Alternate to that, is I could just set up a villager that will trade me stuff, but I have to trade them a lot to get to, like, diamond pickaxes and stuff, or to, like, diamond armor, which is gonna take a lot of emeralds. I'm not, you know, we're early enough on that I'm not willing to dedicate time to that yet. I have to pull out my phone calculator here to calculate how much how many cobblestone walls I have. So it's an 89 by 73. Also, it's now raining. I'm gonna assume this is not a thunderstorm and I can keep working. Okay, I straight up thought I just started placing the walls again. I had to verify that I was, like, actually placing them. Oh, great. Wait, did I just... Ugh, hold on. Oh my gosh, I got so... Oh my god. That scared me so bad, bro. I was so locked in on counting. Oh my gosh, that scared me so bad. My heart is pounding. I don't even know where I was at. I'm not even gonna think about it. I'm gonna set a block in the middle of here somewhere, and I'm just gonna start building because now I'm flustered, man. Okay, but my eyeballed calculations, this should be, relatively speaking, central part of the build. So we're gonna go to, like, here. Okay, now we have a dirt platform where we could build a house. This obviously needs to be much larger. But I'm going to go harvest my trees real quick, because another part of this build is going to be wood. I am a little curious, if anyone in the comments knows, any of you technical Minecrafters, what is the actual optimal way to grow these trees? Like, if one of these grows, so let's say this one grows here, and the leaves, it's like a 5x5, I think. Does that get in the way of this or this? Like, does it get in the way of the surrounding saplings growing faster, or does it not matter because they're oak? I don't know if it matters. Maybe it doesn't. I truly don't know. I mean, we're at a point now where every time I mine a tree, it seems like another one's growing, which, like, obviously I am elated for. All right, I think it's time we start building the house. Let's expand this platform just a little more, just in case I need it. But I'll be honest, I'm running out of dirt here, so, let's hope this is the last expansion I need, and I can build a cool-looking house on this. All right, I think I have the build that I would like. However, I have a deep, bad feeling that it is going to require a lot more blocks than I currently have access to. So, for these to grow while I mine cobblestone. However, I do want to create a better cobblestone generator. And sadly, I think part of that is going to be taking out some iron golems for hoppers. So I'm going to head that way and see if I can hunt down... Well... I don't have to go far. He's right there. I probably only need a single hopper, but it wouldn't hurt to have more, although I'm not sure if it matters. I'm being hard limited to the fact that I do not have access to diamonds or enchanting yet for any other bigger, better designs. I'm not seeing any other iron golems over here, so I think it might be cooked. Let's see how much iron we have back at the base. If I have enough for a hopper, I'll just go ahead and do what I want. If I do not have enough for a hopper, then I guess, wait, how did I get out of here? Let's head to bed. In the morning, I'll check this chest and see if I can make a hopper. If I can, we'll get a new cobblestone generator set up. Oh, rainbow. This is being recorded and probably released during Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, guys. W. I need to now figure out a design. So if I recall correctly, lava flowing down into the water is good. So I think what I want is a generator that looks like this. There will be water here, and I guess I can use some of my wood here for this. Use some trapdoors, and this will block the water in. Yeah. I should go... You know what? I'm gonna go get another thing of water. I kind of realize how important an infinite water source might be. Not coming out here for any wartime. Another iron golem is interesting, though. These slimes are killing me, bro. I mean, kind of literally, actually. Where's my bread? So I think something like this, and then I want the lava to flow down into it. Does this make sense? Wait, lava can't... Yeah, okay, wait. I'm already doing this incorrectly, I think. There are people much smarter than me that are able to do what I'm trying to do a lot quicker than I'm doing it. I should just have looked up a tutorial, maybe. But dude, dang it, I'm FatieDadie, man. I don't do tutorials. I suffer, and I suck. And if it doesn't go right, then I don't build it, dude. Reassess the situation now. Water here. Then we want lava flowing down from here. Should I be using trapdoors here? I'm gonna keep using trapdoors until I find out if they can burn. Oh, I just have to imagine that they can, though, right? It feels dumb to be like, oh, no way can a trapdoor catch on fire. Oh, trapdoor made of wood? No, come on. And now, theoretically, if I break this, it should now produce cobblestone. I have lied to myself and others. So really where I need to be standing is here. Is this correct now? Yes. Okay, sick. All right, yeah. I'm going to sit here and mine a bunch of cobblestone, and then I guess this will work. I don't know. I didn't know that this worked, but I guess here we are. Now, there is one small issue, which is that I needed to set hoppers down here, but I only have one. Let's do something like this real quick. So I want it to collect here, which means I should get hoppers out the back of it here. And honestly, like, I don't even really need this third one, so I kind of only need one more hopper. Let's see if we can get an iron golem to give us... Well, I think I need 5 iron. I guess no better time like the present to visit the local villages and clear them of their iron golem population. There is a village over this way past my wall that I actually have not interacted with yet, but I think, you know what, now might be the time. Okay, that's all the iron I should need for my next hopper, so let's get back home. Let's mine up a bunch of cobble, and then we can start building our beautiful base. And you know what? Hey, there's a pig over here. I need food that isn't bread, you know? That's gonna run. This stuff's gonna run out eventually. Although I guess I could start some farms up. Nah, we'll look at that later. What an annoying thing to do. Okay, wait. There goes my pickaxe. Let's see how much cobble we got. A boom. Very nice. Okay. Step 2 to this now is smelting. Smelting like some of this cobblestone. We're just going to smelt a stack. This is so that I can get some stone bricks so that I can not build in just cobblestone. However, I do have to get some charcoal as well. There's a lot of stuff you just cannot do in these worlds, I'm realizing, and part of that is getting actually any ores at all. And also my axe just broke. I can technically still get 1 ore. I can get iron, but that's quite literally all I can get. So let's do this. Where is my regular wood? Let's make a couple pieces of charcoal. While that's working, how much iron do I have? 4. Let's make another iron pickaxe, and let's make a stone axe. We're going to let this smelt. And we're going to just mine up even more cobble. I'm going to need quite a bit of it for all the builds I want to do. And I've already got a good amount of wood, so I feel procured on that. What I really need is more cobblestone. Okay, I mined all through the night, and I didn't get much. To be fair, there wasn't like a lot of the day left either. I guess while we're here, let's go ahead and make another stone axe or 2 here. And let's finish cutting down these trees. Oh my gosh, a tree just grew right on top of me. I want to start working on this build now. Let's think about this in a way that makes sense. I guess we could start with the door, which, where are you? So here is where the door is going to go. This is my game. Oh, a raiding party, huh? I don't have a shield, guys. Can we pause? Can I make a shield first? All right, I'm ready. Ow. Okay, they got me down pretty good. I can't lie. that wasn't fun. But for my efforts, I have received a banner. Okay, I cannot wait to have enough builds that spawn-proof this area. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have a 13 by 9 area. This is going to have to get expanded because there are side pieces that are going to come off of this house, but this is our basic shape here. I now need to build this up, which means I probably want my bucket of water to kind of traverse here, huh? So now the game plan is to take this up, and the door is going to go right here. I also need more stone bricks now, though. Maybe I should be smelting more of these, actually. Let's make do with what we have, though. Let's see what we can get done. I ran out of stone bricks already. How exhilarating, dude. Not out of cobblestone, though, so that's good. All right, right now it just looks like a disheveled box of concrete, so that's, like, not a big deal. We're going to keep going. I'm going to speed up my process a little bit here, though, by creating a second stone furnace. You know what? Take that. Give me some of this. Bam. Now we're really going places. And you know what? Hey, I'm a madman. Let's throw a little bit more wood in there and chop down our trees. It's chore o'clock, baby. I've got more wood in my hand. Well, hold on. Pause, editors. In my inventory is more oak logs than a man could ever ask for. I must be dreaming. Alright, it is now 4 blocks tall. I need it to be, like, I think I need it to be, like, 7 blocks tall. So we need another 3 set, but this is pretty much our hard block right now, is the amount of cobblestone I actually have on my human being body. Which, you know what that means. More mining time. I would love to make... You know what, dude? I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to need to keep mining pretty much the entire 100 days. We're going to get a diamond pickaxe. It just makes sense. And, like, I can get armor and stuff. It's whatever. I'll figure it out. Let me do me, man. And me doing cobble mining. What? I've got 2 more full stacks of cobble to put in this bad boy. All right, first part of the house done. Next step is going to be adding the wood trim on it, which thankfully I've got a ton of the stuff. I gotta take all these wood studs. And I think I want these stripped. What stinks is this build would look so much cooler if I had access to spruce. I think any build would look cooler if I had access to spruce, because it's the best wood in Minecraft. Now, we won't do anything with these bottom guys. I think I want those to stay. I did not think about this. I need to make a staircase now that goes up to my top floor area. Is there a slime out here? I hear him. I don't see him. Found him. I'm getting a lot better at hunting down these slimes now in my base because they keep spawning. I need to make some signs now. I don't actually know how many I need. Let's just say it's going to be this many. Let's make some slabs here. I need some stairs. I don't know why my voice just cracked so crazy, but it definitely did. I want the stairs to go here. Slabs right next to them. I want signs at the front of all of these now. I need a little trim on every side of this now. And by every side, I mean the 2 that I have built on. Like that. And now I kind of want to start on the actual roof part. I get the skeleton of that in first, because that's going to help me verify where I want to be with this. Honestly, I want it made out of these guys, but I don't know. It's going to take me a minute to get all the stuff I need, but that's fine. We can at least start on this. All right, you can kind of see how tall this roof is going to be, but it's going to look a little bit different than I have it here, right? So this kind of looks a little janky now. There's no details. I haven't finished the second floor, but you can see that this is going to be a pretty tall central build here. You know, I'm all about that. I think it's going to look sick, actually. Let's get some more of these logs in here. I should do the same thing over here, but I should actually put the roof in before I begin on this, right? We're going to go right here because this wall is coming up more. Now, realistically, what I want is for this whole thing to be filled in, but I think we can put like a, I think because it's going to be filled in right here, and I'm just going to quickly mark the outlines here for where I'm putting blocks. I think we can grab these and create a sort of like secondary outline to this, if that makes sense, like, at all. So what I mean by that is we can do this. Right, I'm gonna figure this out. Hold on. Let your boy work up some stuff here. I'm working on some stuff. Okay. I need to get one down here as well somehow. If I break this... Okay, well, I will not fall. Yeah, so that creates like another secondary sort of effect here. I might even move this one down. I'm kind of curious. Maybe that's the right play. I think what I'm meant to do here, actually, is put a trapdoor. I think that makes sense to me. Yeah. And then I need a piece of wood back here. You know what? While I'm up here, let's do this. I need to get these signs in right up here. I'm half tempted to put a trap door here. Is this crazy? Right here and then again right here. I like it. Okay, I'm happy I broke some torches. I want to light the inside of this up for when I start building the roof, because it is going to get real dark in here real quick. You know what? There's got to be a better way to do this, actually. Don't be stupid, Fatty. We're not animals. We have technology. I ran out of food. Sick. But I do have a bunch of raw pork chops. I'm going to put 3 pieces in here. Okay, now we got food. We're working on the base. It's honestly looking pretty good. I do like this secondary little thing here. It's looking nice. I do wish. I'll tell you what I wish. I had another building block. Okay. You know, I'm trying to think. What other blocks do I have access to in this type of world? What can I get? Dirt. Noted. Wood. Noted. You're just so limited, huh? Okay, let's head up and keep working on this. I should grab... Probably should grab more stone, huh? I just started resmelting it again, because I forgot that I was doing that, kinda. Okay, I am trying to extend this out to here. Okay, we can go ahead and get our blocks placed in. Now, let's bring this up like it's supposed to be. And then we need to copy what's over here. And then I also need to come back through here and put in all of the stairs. So we actually have to take probably all of these out to do that, which is super exciting. Alright, let's just go ahead and get the same thing done on both of these sides, and then we can at least try to finish up the roof. I think the only thing it needs now is just wood in it, which is like, I have a lot of that. Okay, let's get these bad boys in, because they need to now be in as well. Of course, I can't reach you. Why would I be able to? I can now start working on getting the actual roof in now, which is sadly just gotta be oak. I would honestly like to have the sort of stippled roof I've been doing. So I want something that looks like, well, hold on, like this. And this will, I think, just help add a little bit of a little bit more color, one, but also just style to the build, since I'm currently just building with only oak wood. Maybe I'm just not like a big fan of oak wood. It's because I'm so used to using spruce, man. I make it like a point in every video that I go find spruce. It's been known to be my favorite wood. I'm trying to get as much of this done before night falls. I guess we'll stop here. We'll have to come back. Not a problem. We're actually almost done with the roof for this portion, but there is going to be a chunk that I'm taking out of the roof for like another roof. But we'll look at that when I get to it. We'll look at it when I get to it. All right, but for the time being, let's take a look at her. Oh yeah, dude. When I get the other two pieces and that little roof bit on this, it's going to look pretty good. I'm actually really excited for how this build is turning out so far. All right, that is the roof done for now. I just realized I have these big windows, and I don't actually know if I can get glass. I guess if a wandering trader shows up at some point, I could. Yeah, I don't know that I can actually do windows, but that's fine. I can just keep the opening. I might bring it down one more actually here. We'll figure it out. I need to get a trapdoor up there too. Let's get that trapdoor in, because I think I need the contingency in my brain. If I don't do this, I'm gonna freak out. Nice. Yeah, I think I want to bring this down by one, but I think I can just decorate the windows and it will be fine. Decorating the windows will make this look a-okay. I think in my dome that it will look fine. Another party, huh? Ow. Nice. Dang, dude. They kind of lit me up. I'm not gonna lie, I saw this slime and I was like, oh, I have sugar cane growing. Yeah, okay, so my game plan right now, bring this log down by one and then decorate. However, I still need to build more pieces to this home, and I need to expand my dirt, which means I need to go get more dirt because I am lacking. Let's head over to the neighboring village, hunt some iron golems if they have spawned any, which I see one currently, and then I will also mine some dirt over here, presuming that the slimes are not going to be a problem, which I have a feeling they may be. Nice. What was I doing over here? Dirt. That's right. I remember. All right, I've got a little over 2 stacks of not iron. What? Could you imagine? I have over 2 stacks of dirt. Let's hope that that's enough. I gotta extend this, but I also need to get wood up in there, which I kind of forgot to do. Whoopsie daisy. Oh, that's why I forgot to do it, because it needs to be on this level. That's annoying. Oh, you know what? But it's annoying because it makes sense. Okay, I bossed out of my mind, got those in. Good. But now I need to extend my little dirt platform. I'm not even sure how much. I don't think it needs to be a lot. So I'm going to have to go get more stone brick, but we're going to go like right out here. We're going to have like a small little bitty house right here. Or not house, sorry. Like a small entrance here. Like a little side entrance maybe. And then here, I need a small roof, which is going to kind of be opposite of this roof. Stone on the inside, not stone on the outside. I guess it does need to lead into the house anyway, so we can mine this part out. I'm going to not pay attention to this guy. Wait a second. Think about this, Fatty. How do you really want to do this? Double up. Boom. Okay. And then on the inside of this, I'm going to need some more stuff. Give me my crafting table. I've got some stuff to craft. Please be enough. Like, genuinely? Certainly was. Good. Okay. So now, we have a little side piece. That looks good. We're going to have another one over here, but I want to get this part of the roofing area done, which is going to have another small sort of offshoot roof to it. Well, I guess before I start building, I actually need more stone bricks, as I am once again out of the stuff. So I'm going to spend a day or two mining a bunch of cobble with my diamond pickaxe and see where that gets me. I think this is enough cobblestone. We just need to smelt all of it into regular stone now. Now, another big thing that I kind of need to do is get some emeralds from the villagers. I need to be kind of prepared if like a wandering trader were to spawn. And right now I have no emeralds at all. So we're going to go over to this village, and I think we'll just mess with the farmer for right now and make it super duper easy on ourselves, because the farmers will trade you a lot of stuff that already kind of grow in the village, which is nice. I'm also going to get these iron golems because I do need more iron. Okay, I got a single emerald. Not looking good for me, I gotta be honest. I guess it doesn't hurt to just replant it, but like, I was really hoping one of these dudes would have better traits. I can't lie. Maybe this is my sign that I need to get my own farm started up. I guess what we should do then is let's uproot all of these farms and let's just plant some potatoes here. At some point, I will go over to my own base and presumably I will start like an actual farm of my own with villagers of my own. Let's go get the iron golems now that since we're here. We'll come back to this village here in a little bit. I guess if a wandering... I guess, you know what we could do is we could just create like a Fletcher villager at this point, right? Yeah, I say let's create a... Oh, I don't have any gravel. Wait, I don't have any flint to make the fletching villager, do I? Well, I didn't necessarily think about that. What can we do then? I do have a bunch of potatoes on my person. What I'm hoping to get from the wandering trader is a sapling for like spruce, maybe dark oak, but just a secondary wood type. But as it stands, I just don't have the items for it, which is a little bit troublesome. Maybe we should go get a horse and visit some of the other villages, but I'd like to finish up this house first. I want to make sure that this is done before I start doing anything else. So let's go ahead and try to finish off this house real quick. You know what? Since I have some iron, can I make a stone cutter? I don't even think I have one of these yet. So this is good. It means I can do this little number. Let's think about what we're doing now. First off, add a little bit of decoration for the door. I do want 2 windows that go right about here. And then we'll do a similar thing over on this side. Now, how big do I want the windows to be? I actually don't think that this is... I think this is fine, right? Boom, windows in. Very nice. Do I have a door I could just put down yet? I guess I've not made one. Let's go ahead and make a door. So now I have an idea, which is that I want to put stairs at the bottom of each of these oak logs. And then we can do something like this, where we go boom, boom, bam. And then here, I want, on these slabs, I want to be able to put lanterns on them so that we have like a sort of light source, but also it's like decorative, right? It looks like they're kind of hanging down here, which I think looks sick. I need to bring this wood out by 1 more. I do like the sort of design that we have here, but I think that it would look better without as many divots to it. So let's pillar up here and get some logs, or planks put in. Ooh! Okay, I wanted to get up here. I want to remove this and, like I said, put it 1 farther down. Fill that up. And we'll need to do the same thing over on that side, but we don't need to do it yet. Hear me out here. I think I want this to also be regular oak, so that the window looks a bit more cohesive, just like this. Right here, you could put something like... just like a little decoration. Like a little piece here. Piece de resistance. I keep forgetting to bring a crafting table with me, so I'm just... Oh, I have some. Dude, I gotta start using my eyeballs, man. Here's what I'd like to do. Can I get some fences here? And what I want to do is something like this. And then up the side here. Since we don't have any access to glass, we kind of have to get a little creative with our windows. I think this looks fine. We're going to come back up here in the morning and kind of finish off at least this front portion. But I do need to also get a whole other section of this. I have to do the same thing at the back of this, kind of. Not everything, because you guys aren't going to see it. It doesn't really need these big windows at the back, but certainly this part will need to change. So when you look through it, it doesn't look like... Yeah, I do like this better. I think I also want to thicken up the stone here. I might do that too. Okay, let's get up here and start thickening up a little bit. And these should be the last pieces there. That's going to help the stone look a little bit sturdier. I don't know if it's going to give the building any like more character or anything. It'll help me to visualize it. I don't know, something about like the blocks being off of like not connected to anything else on like a roof like that. It feels weird to me, man. I need to have the full roof in my mind. Yeah, I do like that. I think that looks fine. That looks good. Now, I need charcoal, which I do not have much of. The reason for this is so that I can make campfires. And then I also need fence gates. And now I get to head right the way back up. This is going to be a little bit of added detail. It doesn't need to be, like, crazy or anything. But it'll help a lot of this space make a little bit of sense. Something like that. Now the campfires have to go right above this window. I want to bring some fence down from there and then put a lantern on it. I do not have a lantern yet, but I can make one, so I'm not concerned. That's probably relatively fine. Let's take a look at this from a space where we're not like right up against it, so I can get a good feel for how I'm feeling on it. Yeah, I think that works out pretty decent. I need to get the lanterns in, and then I need to get some more stuff in. So the biggest thing is on this side, we need to have like another sort of extended out roof. This is going to be a little bit annoying, so I do want to have all my blocks ready to go here. I'm going to take this with me just in case I need it. Let's get up here and see what we can do roof-wise for this second piece. So I need it to start here. Okay. So it's going to go here and here. And then we can start bringing in our stairs. So we're going to go one on each side here, and then kind of just bring this up one at a time. Except here, where I want it to come up a block and then go. Okay. And so it'll kind of look like this. We need to now extend it into the actual build here. And this is where things can get a little bit annoying. So I need to take this whole section out. And I'm going to have to take out a lot of the wood that's here as well. Now, of course, because, again, it's the only wood type we have, we are still going to use this oak wood. And we do have to do this for, like, multiple levels of this build. So a lot of this is coming out, actually. Holy misplaced, bro. Oh my goodness. Or this has to come out now. This. Give me this block. Okay. And now we have our second little roof piece, which I think looks sick. Very cool. We do have to get it decorated now, which is mildly obnoxious. And I do have a way to do this. I think we're gonna bring in wood just like this. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna just fill this whole section up. It feels mildly unnecessary for this to be here, so let's just do that. What I'd like to do is go one stair on each one of these. And then I need trapdoors and signs, which I am holding 3 signs and 2 trapdoors, so we gotta craft a couple more. Alright, so I want trapdoors on these, and then we're just gonna put signs in between them. That's my thought process here. Yeah, okay. Not too shabby, not too shabby. And then I think you probably should do something like this to break up the stone. And there's an argument to be made for more stairs here, but I think that's a bad argument to make. I'm not putting more there. I'm not going to do it. And then in here, yeah, we're about 1 too far back. Can I make this jump? I don't think so, right? I'm going to attempt it. Oh boy, he's a parkour genius. No, not there. That's not where I wanted you. And now we can do this super fun thing where we fall off our wooden log pillar and look like an absolute buffoon. We can do a super fun thing where we bring in sort of like a middle block here, and then we can put stairs on these, which I think will look just fine. And then up here, we could realistically get rid of this piece, right? I think we're going to go, give me this, take that away. This is going to be a block. We're going to go here. Oh, oopsie daisy. We're going to go here and then here. Okay, cool. This looks pretty decent. I actually do like the way this looks. You could argue that I need a fence with a lantern here, and I might bring one in, to be honest, but this is just like a side piece. Just to kind of make the roof feel a little bit larger. We're probably not going to do a second one on the other side, but what we can do on the other side, I think, is have something that's at this stone level that kind of covers this up, because this needs to go, and then I think, you know, classic, I want to get a chimney right at the corner where these 2 pieces of the roof meet, right about here. I think it'll look pretty sick. We can have it be, like, about as tall as the roof, maybe 1 block taller, but it'll probably just meet up with that block. That's my hope, so we'll look at doing that in the morning. Alright, now we can work on the chimney. I have a couple ideas for how I want to do this, although I'm not so sure how this is going to work out. Let's get our stone cutter back in here. I need to make more stone brick. I'm not actually sure how much I need, but let's assume this is enough with the cobblestone that we have. So I want it to be here-ish. The game plan is just to have a little 2x2. Okay. And now my game plan is to have kind of upside down stairs. So we'll do something like this. I actually think I need more stairs. Did I really not bring any? Sick. Okay. Luckily, I have a ton of blocks on me. Oh, gosh. Bro, I keep falling. It's actually horrific. There we go. And now we can bring our chimney block in, which will be these guys. Okay. There is that. Let's get rid of all these scaffolding blocks here, and then I need to implement some of these walls to make this chimney look a little bit older. So I'll build a wall here. I do want another one, like, here-ish, I think. That does look pretty sick. Well, there's another patrol, dude. Yeah, this base looks really cool. So what I need to do is make some lanterns to get those there, and then I want to put some just small decoration on the side, so I'm thinking we can do composters. We'll grab 2 of these, make some shears, turn some of this... You know what? Turn all of it. I don't care. And then I can use my shears to get some oak leaves, which I think will be a pretty good decorative block here. So first off, we're going to go boom, bam, oak leaf, good. Well, we can even use these as scaffolding. What do I care? Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's all coming together. Now we need to work on this side, which, I'm not gonna lie, is a little bit scary. I'm not super sure what I want to do here. I'm thinking we need to expand the dirt out a little bit, and I can create, like, a small, just, like, side area. I do this quite a bit with a lot of my builds, so this is probably gonna look a little bit familiar. But I think that's probably fine. Something like this. Give me my slabs. We can start this a little bit high, but you usually don't want to go too tall on it. What if I started with... I never know how to feel starting with stairs, so let's maybe start it here. Go one more out. I need to go another one out. And then we'll throw in some trapdoors at the end of it. I'm going a little taller here. 1, because it'll help me break up the base, but 2 is because I want some more sort of length to this, and I feel like if you make it too small, you don't get the length you want there. Then we can finish this off with these guys. Now, the game plan is to bring in some fence. And now, I think we can call this just about done. I do need to get some gates in that window, though. Sadly, because I don't have any access to glass, we're just going to have to create an area so that mobs can't get in. That's pretty much it. And now we have a house. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah. I gotta fix that. Dang it, I forgot. I guess we can copy what we did on the other side, right? We just bring in some of these bad boys here. Go in between with these. Make this... Oh, I think I do want to fill this up with regular wood. Put this on. Oh, that's not where I want you. And then I'm half tempted to just put some buttons on these. Yeah, I think that looks fine. We're not looking to do like a ton on this end just because it's not the main part and we've already got something on that side. But I actually think this house looks sick, dude. And it's moving ready. So in the morning, let's go ahead and get our floor plotted. I need to get some wood at the top here to separate the 2 floors. In fact, I guess I could start this now. This floor is going to be really tall, which like probably isn't an issue. Maybe? I guess we could have a staircase at the back instead of a ladder. I feel like a ladder kind of sucks, so you could have the staircase maybe wrap around. I guess we're probably going to go oak logs stripped. And what I mean by that is we can do something like this, where we kind of interlock them. That's not the word I'm looking for. There is what I'm looking for, but I don't know what it is. Basically like this, so that they're kind of flipped on each other. Before you know what? I've changed my mind. Before we get started on the floor here, you know what I really need? Do I need food, actually? I would like to go get some. Let's go get some more food here. I only have 2 pieces of food. We've been eating a lot. I'm a man that likes to eat. So let's go see if we can hunt down some cows and pigs. I don't really care enough about the sheep to do it. There's an argument to be made that trading with villagers will also get me food. Maybe that's faster. But I still don't have a Fletcher villager. So I don't have any way to get a ton of emeralds really quick. Now, I don't think any of the houses, like, have gravel. I think I'm pretty much stuck with farmers as my only, like, easy source. I do see another village over there. Let's go hit that one since I've not seen that one yet. Ooh, wait, you know what? Hold on. Let's head back to the house real quick. if I can make a saddle, we can actually just go village hunting for a sec. Kind of a little breakup from the mundaneness of building. And it can also save me on my hunger because I won't have to run everywhere. This seems like a good plan. I don't know. I don't usually tame horses in my 100 days. This feels like a good exception. Although I do have to see if I can even make a saddle. I don't know what saddles take. I need 1 iron ingot and 3 leather. That's kind of an expensive saddle, bro. While we're here, let's cook up our food real quick. And then there's not a horse near my base that spawned, but there are horses in the village, to my knowledge. So we'll head over there once we have our food done, and then we will start village hunting. I will take a bed with me, but I'll just steal it from the village. I'm not going to move the one that's at my base yet. Oh, wait, I might even have one, actually. I'm going to take all my bundles with me. And in fact, in case a wandering trader spawns, let's take all our potatoes, put them in a bundle. All right, I have taken down coordinates to my base. I think I have everything I need. I've got food, and now I just need to go get a horse. Hopefully I get a fast one. But having the coordinates to my base will mean I don't have to be too cautious about just like going in one straight line or making sure that I have like a lodestone or something, which I don't currently have access to. So it wouldn't do me any good. All right, guy, I need you to love me. Oh, right, I have to like tame him first. Actually, not bad speed. All right, let's go village hunting for a little bit, and then as we find stuff, I will, we'll cut back. I've located found village number 1. Nothing of note here, it looks like, to be honest with you, but we can at least raid their stuff here. They have potatoes. I'm going to be a very happy camper. This all looks like wheat. It's carrots, I lied. Potatoes. Wait, take any of the brick I can. Honestly, take any block that I don't already have. I also see cows over there. We can get more food. Wait. Okay, that village kind of stinks, but there is another one really close by, so let's head over to this one. It doesn't, I mean, it has market stalls. I guess I can get colored wool, but, like, I'm not having trouble finding sheep. There's quite a few sheep around. At least they have farms. I guess they could have potatoes, which is good. I need those to trade. Everything else over here kind of stinky doo-doo butter. But we can rid them of their iron golem problem. Oh, wait, more books. Wait, it was good to come over here. I'll take this lectern too. I need to get that iron golem, but he seems a little preoccupied right now. So maybe we'll leave him for the time being. We're gonna sleep here in this village, so I'm gonna get my horse placed down here. What? Dude, he's got hops, actually. All right, it is bedtime. We're going to sleep in one of the villager houses. All right, is the Iron Golem still busy fighting for his life? Or... oh my gosh, did he perish? He did. I'm coming in. Ooh, okay. I have located another village, which kind of took a minute, man. There's like, this is the... I've been walking for a minute. This is the first village in like 200 blocks. Easy. Some pigs, more horses. Wait, this village is low-key stacked. Yo, gosh, dude. They have a ton of stuff over here. Except the blacksmith or the house with any books in it. That is something, I guess. They do have an iron golem. And I do want the iron, right? Alright, well, that village only really had an iron golem for me. And so we'll keep going. Another village, another unattended iron golem. And more books. What? Now, what I have not found, sadly, any more blacksmiths. This was going to be my easy way to get diamonds, and I'm still lacking in the diamond department, but there's still more time to find more villages, so we just got to keep hunting, I think. Also, I need a name for our little trusty steed here, and you guys can tell me, what would you name this horse? Let me know down in the comments. Again, lacking a blacksmith. This sucks. How rare can they be that I'm not finding any of them? Let's go over to this one, see if they have anything. This is a much larger looking village. All right, I've learned a lesson. Larger doesn't necessarily mean more fruitful, since I'm not finding anything. You have a chest in here, right? Another saddle. Cool, I guess. Some more animals that I don't necessarily care about. An emerald. I will take that. Okay, well, I think that's the village we just came from over there. So let's keep going kind of horizontal to them. See if we can find another village. Before nightfall, hopefully. I've been kind of neglecting tearing up the farms of these villages, which, like, was part of the point of coming out here. So that if a wandering trader spawned, I could trade for a sapling. But that's fine. We have farmers at home. We have potatoes planted. And at some point, I'm going to need to make a big farm anyway. Yo, this village looks big. And once again, no blacksmith. Ugh. Maybe I'm not meant to have diamonds. Maybe that's what it is. I guess we're sleeping here for the night since it is just about nighttime. We can place our bed in here. I thought I saw another village. Yeah, this guy over here. Just nothing to note, huh? Will you trade potatoes? Yes. Okay, I think that was all the potatoes I had. And although it is not gravel, I will grab this clay. Okay, that seems about everything to note in this village. Let's keep heading out. It would start raining while I'm on my way. You know, this village has, like, literally nothing. Let's check out the larger one over here. Similar issue here. Lots of flowers and not a lot of anything else. Alright, I think at this point we've been out long enough. I say let's head back home. And I want to keep building. We need to get a large potato farm going and a large wheat farm. These are our two best trades in this world, since I do not have access to gravel or a Fletcher, and I want to be prepped when a wandering trader, if a wandering trader spawns. There are so many cows here. I'm about to have so much food, I think. I got 17 raw beef from that. Actually, pretty good. I cannot be mad about that. There are 2 blacksmiths over here, but I think we've been to this village. I'm almost positive. Actually, well, maybe, hold on. I feel like we had to have been here already. Yeah, these chests are empty. We've definitely been here before. Actually, that should mean that we're pretty close to home. I found the house. Good. Now, real question is, can my horse jump over this wall? Let's find out. Yes, it can, dude. Nice. Okay, we did get 26 total iron from that. I am going to make a shovel now. We have a ton of iron to work with at this point. I am not at all concerned about using 4 iron tools. The biggest reason to do this is because we need to dig up the entire floor in here now, which is going to be quite a process. And I'm hoping that 1 iron shovel will be enough to do it. I am not positive on that, though. I think once I'm done with the floor in here, I do want to start a central farm or 2 so that we can start trading. Being able to get some diamond gear from the villagers is going to be our only way to get it, so it'll be nice to have it at any point that we can get it. Okay, that is the floor done. Next step is the roof. That's mildly obnoxious. That's okay, but we can do that. Luckily, we have a ton of logs with us. I also realize now I should probably grab some torches, as the top is going to start spawning mobs. I'm too short. I'm 2 pieces. Oh, man. It's like, we're going to put a staircase probably right here. So now we are not short any blocks. It's now fully lit up here. Not the block I want here. I gotta be honest. Actually, we'll put stone brick on that end, since the rest of that is also stone brick and stone. But then we can cap it off like that, which I think feels pretty good. And I would like to bring in some, if I have them, stairs. I don't have many. And with the stairs, we can do something like this. Now it's a little bit nicer to look at. Okay, what else was I doing in here? Oh, right, a staircase. Yeah. That does need to happen, don't it? I think we're gonna have to cut down more trees, boys. I can't even lie. Could we do, like, a fancy staircase by any means? Dang, am I really out of oak wood? I used it all. We got a lot of trees to cut down, so I guess let's move on. I think I need to reorganize how I grow these trees, because my tree chopper mod not working here. Every tree is being shown as connected via the leaves, which is just a little bit of a problem, I think. What if we did our staircase like this? So it'll go like this, and then we kind of just jump up from there. Of course, the annoying part comes from the fences. But you can go from here to here, no problem. We just need a kind of middle ground one. You know, you can see how that'd be a little problematic. Sure. I don't want to have to jump to every single one. That sucks. I also don't want the fences to connect to every single one either. I guess we're going regular staircase then. That kind of sucks. Not what I wanted. All right, well, let me grab one of my crafting tables since I have so many of them. Set you there, and then let's get some stairs. Now I need a decoration here. That isn't just this. Could bring your bookshelves in here. Do I have enough books for this, though? I don't have any sugarcane, so I have to be very careful with how I'm using my books here. Books that I definitely have 62 of them. I don't think this is enough bookshelves. Make 4 here. The actual bottle cap is my wood. I have 20 of them. Can also make some chiseled bookshelves. Let's do that as well. Okay, somehow this actually worked. So now I have like an actual full-on bookshelf. Does it make sense to do something like to encapsulate it, something like this? I guess I can bring in more trapdoors too. I actually still have 5 more bookshelves. That's pretty sick. Okay. Now we have like a little staircase we can head on up. I do want like a small railing off to the side of this at the top. So let's go ahead and get that in as well. Okay. Now the top looks... It certainly does. How do you make this not look like doo-doo? Maybe you just don't even pay attention to it and it just is how it is. I think that's fine. Our main focus is the downstairs area anyway. I do have some ideas, but we'll have to see how that goes. We can move our bed inside at least. All right, for all intents and purposes, that is the house done. We'll decorate the inside just to make sure that it looks pretty good. This bad boy has to get moved, though. Our cobblestone generator has produced a good amount of cobble for us. I'm very happy for it, and it is going to get rebuilt with its own building, but I need to remove it for now. I think while we... In preparation for moving this, let's go ahead and mine up some cobblestone so we have a good amount to build with, and then when I build the structure for this, I'll put it in there. But the reason I'm removing this is so that we can get a pretty big central farm, which I think I'm going to highlight with the oak leaves, which I think will look really nice. But of course, the cobble mining has to come first. All right, I think this is enough cobblestone, at least for now. If I need to rebuild it, I guess I will. Let's go ahead and remove the lava from out of here. This is going to get a little annoying. I do have to remove all of this and then also cover up the water. Now I do want to maintain a infinite water source here. So let's grab 2 of our cauldrons. Let's just set them here. Oh my gosh, you can put lava in cauldrons. I didn't even think about that. Okay, wait. Okay, we have a spot for all of our liquids then. W? Kind of a weird way to say that. Maybe, I don't know. We keep it in. Sure, I don't know. Okay, now we have a full flat area. I need to move all of this garbage into the house. This is not going to be exciting. Specifically, the worst part about this is going to be moving the chests. Oh, yeah. Okay. I went to bed too late. There's a creeper at my base now. There's a skeleton in there, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go see what else spawned in our little tree area. I have a feeling it's quite a few mobs. It looks like just a skeleton here. Good. Okay, we are officially sorted now. So this is all stone and stone-like blocks. Dirt is going in here because I don't want to put it anywhere else. This is all of our, like, quote, good/natural blocks and mob drops. So we have, like, our food, all of our bundles, our diamond, our iron, so on and so forth. Some stonecutter items, which we might put down somewhere. And I actually want these leaves with me. Could this be better organized? Yeah. This is all of our wood stuff, and then this is anything that is overflow, which is probably going to be mob drops eventually. But now we can do the thing that I want to do, which is build a little farm. Oh, was that another mob? Okay, yeah, at some point I'm going to have to actually do something about that, but it ain't going to be right now. And honestly, getting some skeletons, not mad at that. Okay, but now we have this huge central area. So I want to line up with the door. And I would like to start a farm like here. We're going to go 5 blocks across, into 2, into 1, 2, oh wait, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2. And we'll have this big little farm right here. So I think right here, I kind of want, I guess I could start with potatoes. You could also wager to make this a little bigger. Is that crazy to do? Is that maybe valid? I think I do want to make this a little bit larger. So let's say instead of 2, we'll go 3, 2, 1. Yeah, that has made that a lot larger already. Now that is a good size. Yeah, so this will be like a big wheat farm, I think. Or whatever crop I have the most of. It should be potatoes, because I can guarantee I have a villager that's trading potatoes, but like, who freaking cares? What I do need is a lot of stone, or cobblestone walls is fine. I tell you what, I have mostly wheat seeds, but I do have some potatoes, so we can grow some of them. That should be fine. Oh, you know what I don't have, though? A hoe. So we need water here, and this is kind of how we're going to keep doing this. We're going to go slab on top, this, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to take some time. Okay. Okay, and now this is, we're going to have to kind of just keep doing this, like a bunch. I should probably make an actual infinite water source here real quick. So let's just put it here next to the cauldrons. We're going to cover it back up anyway, so I'm not too concerned. Give me a little bit to get this whole thing filled up, and then I guess I'll be back. All right, it cost me over 3 hose, stone hose, but now it's done. And I'm also mad that this is off center. Here's the issue is I don't think I can do them just straight down how I wanted to, because this isn't, wait, this only goes every 4 and this is in odd numbers, so these have to be kind of separated a little more. Could I have done it a little better? Yeah, right. I guess we can give that a shot. So what happens if I move this? We go right about maybe here at the middle where I walk in. Now, some of this is going to not be tilled anymore because this one is now off. But if I go here, this doesn't reach, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I need to go 1 block down from here. So right about here is where I need this one. Don't get me wrong, I do want it to look neat, but there's only so much a man like me can do. So I guess that means I need to bring this up now. Okay, and then I'll have to wait for this to stop growing now. I'll have to wait now to see what isn't hydrated with this layout. But now this is a little bit more neat, right? Okay, so I think the next step for this now would be to go get all of my crops that I want to plant. Nothing seems unhydrated yet, so maybe this layout will just work. For the time being, since I don't have lanterns, I could go get them, but I think since I don't have them yet, here's what I want to do. First off, I want to put a bunch of slabs on top of all the leaves that I have, and then I want to just put torches on top of the stone walls. Now, the issue is I definitely don't think this is going to be enough, but you can't jump this, which is good. Means that hopefully if any mob gets over here, they also can't jump it. I got about halfway, like a little more than halfway. That's actually not bad. We can mine up more of our trees to make the difference. And there we go. And now I think right at these kind of middle sections, we'll have openings so that we can get in kind of anywhere from our base. And I will put fence gates connected to the leaves. If, of course, I have some. I do have 3 of them. I guess 3 is... I kind of need 4. Alrighty. Now the next step is only just to... I gotta put the torches on, and then... so the next 2 steps, not the next one. The next 2 is going to be... get all the plants that I need placed in, and I can go to my local villages and just take all of their crops. Pretty much all I care about growing right now is potatoes and wheat as my 2 big tradable items. So in the morning, since it is getting close to nighttime, you know what? I can just head over there. I'll sleep in one of their beds. So in the morning, we'll get all of their crops that they have out here, and we'll take them back to our base for our crop farm, which is way cooler than the ones they have. I think that's all the farms, actually. Oh, there's one more, but it's surrounded by giant slimes. In that case, I'm not going to mess with it. It's not so important. I'm going to go through the process of decimating 18 billion slimes for a couple wheat seeds. And to be fair, we got kind of a lot. I have 36 wheat, 27 potatoes. Yeah. Okay. And that is currently what our farm looks like. Honestly, maybe I built the square a little too big. We might bring this bottom part up a little bit. We'll see. We have so much to build. I think my next step, while we wait for all this to grow, is I would like to get an animal pen, like a barn, maybe over here. And truthfully, I kind of only want cows and pigs, but I need something for food, because I keep running low pretty quickly with how much we're like moving around and getting hit by these slimes. So I think an animal pen does just make sense here. But of course, I need to build a structure for them. And of course, I'm always thinking a barn. Barns look sick. Barns are for animals. And they take up a good amount of room. Like right here, I think a nice little barn will go right here. It'll be cool. I need to chop down some trees here, so we're just going to kind of do that, as I need quite a bit of oak wood for, I think, the design that I want to go for. Considering, you know, anything that would require wood has to be oak wood, because I don't have access to any other tree, because no wandering trader will spawn. But I'm not mad about it, obviously. By the sound of my voice, you can tell I'm very calm. I think I got enough wood, but I do want to grab one of my crafting tables from out of here, because we're going to need it while we're kind of building here. I'll also grab some of these kind of excess blocks and put some of this stuff away. So I want there to be like a path that cuts between these. Now, I am going to put a retaining wall, so let's say the path can start maybe here. And I want the path to be easily 3 blocks wide. We might even go wider, just depending on how I feel that this build needs to be laid out. But to be fair, I kind of had an inkling I may have bit off more than I could chew when building my cobblestone wall, so that might also just come into this area some more. But we can start it here. So I think first things first, let's put our crafting table towards where the path is, so we know that we're not going to run into it. And I kind of just need a lot of oak logs, and hopefully I have enough here. Let's start from this end, maybe. Let's go right here. 1, 2, 3. In an ideal world, I want this to extend out one more. This will be right where the path is, so maybe we can't go quite as large as I'm... And I lost my axe, bro. What? Maybe we just have it this large? Yeah, I think that's probably fine. So then we can go 1, 2, 3. This feels like it makes some sense to me. And then we have a 3 wide if we want to put windows in, which, like, I'm not too sold on the windows, but this layout feels pretty good. So now we need to take all of these up quite a bit. But of course, we can do that in the morning since this sun is setting. So pretty much, I want to take all of this up by 2 at a time here until we get to 5 on each of these on the outside. I wonder if 4 blocks up here would be enough, actually. I'm going to have to kind of get a feel for how I feel about... Oh, all right. And then we can connect all of this up. Now, I do want to have this be stripped at the top. And honestly, every wood log that I've placed so far is probably going to get stripped, so just keep that in mind. All right, and then this one is going to come up, I think, by 3 more in total. Okay, and now to hope that my axe doesn't break before I'm done stripping all of these logs. All right, layout for the barn is done. Now we get to work on the incredible roofing bit of this, and that's kind of where the oak comes in and the stone brick. So the way that I think this is going to work is we need our slabs for starters here. I want these, I think, out the way at the front here. It's not impossible we need to go up another one. So we'll probably have one here, like this. Another. Boom. Now, hopefully... Yeah. So now we need to do the same thing on the other side. And I think we're going to stick with the stone kind of all the way across to make it look more, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, like, farm-like, I guess. I think all of what I just said might make sense at some point. We'll find out. And then on this end, I want to bring this up a little bit more, because we're going to have kind of a different little roof design for this section. Maybe we'll go up 1, 2, 3 more? How do I feel about that? Generally, actually, that's fine. We'll need a small window design at this section, but I think that's okay. The way that I want this roof to work is going to be a little bit different than what I've been doing here. So I think I want it to start somewhat lower, like here-ish, and then come up on each side, like this. And then we'll kind of have to do the same thing on the other side as well here. Oh, you know what? This is an uneven block. Can I make that work? Probably, maybe not, though. It actually probably means I need to take one of these sides farther off. Well, that is mildly annoying. I need to extend this by 1 or close it in by 1. I think if I'm going to do either, I would rather extend than enclose. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Realistically, both of these need to be brought out by 1, huh? Hiya. Okay, so be it. That's the way that it's got to work. That's fine. Did I just hear a wandering critter? I'm on... Oh my gosh, please. Mangrove, huh? Also has some cherry wood. You're really not who I wanted to see, but I do want the mangrove. How much was that mangrove propagule? 5 emeralds. Oh, I don't even know how many emeralds I have right now. I have 4. I'm actually so close to being... to like, getting there. Okay, let's... Hold on. This is very important. Let's grab our wheat from here, along with any potatoes, which I'm not seeing that we have, but we do have a ton of carrots. In the morning, we're going to head over to the village and try to get some more emeralds. Let's go get... Let's hope that he doesn't despawn. Let's go see about getting enough emeralds for a mangrove propagule. I actually think the mangrove wood could look really, really good on the barn. So if I can get some mangrove sapling, that would be sick. Although I need to find a farmer. No. Yes. Okay, you know what? We only got 1, but that's fine. With enough luck, we can get a secondary saplings from the tree itself, right? Oh, but the mangrove trees grow so wonky. Ugh, it's fine. It has to happen. Let's go get it. It's our first ever not oak wood. I would like to procure a sapling, please. Mangrove is really the only one, unless I want oak. That stinks so bad. Okay, but at least we got 1. Okay, we need to plant this mangrove propagule. Let's plant it over here in the corner, so that it's kind of out of the way, and maybe we can get a new sapling from it. Boom. Okay, let's keep working on the barn. We gotta get rid of both sides and extend them each by 1, which kinda sucks a little bit. You really could just leave it, but like it feels wrong to leave it, huh? I don't feel good about leaving it, I think is what I mean to say. Oh, okay. Okay, now this is looking correct. Now up here, we got to get the new roof style in. I think we want it to start like here-ish, right? So we're gonna go here, here, boom, boom, and then one more block at the top here, like that. Now I still do need to take the corners out of this. Yeah, I need to get rid of these wood pieces, but you get the idea. The roof is gonna go up pretty tall, which I'm like perfectly fine with. I think it'll actually look pretty good. And then if the mangrove trees, like if the wood from the mangrove tree looks pretty good, we can utilize that as like the walls, which like would be red, like a real barn. Let's keep working on this. I need to take down the wood that's connecting these little pieces here. All right, and now we do have some mangrove wood, so I want to test and see how I feel about the mangrove wood as a whole here. So let's go half into regular logs. And now in an ideal world, I want this to, you know what? I kind of want this to come up by one more. Is that crazy? How am I going to feel about this? I feel like the wall looked a little low, but I actually might not have the chance. It might just have to be 3. Yeah, I guess so. So here's my thought process. We do something like this. How do I feel? With the oak, I actually don't think it looks too bad. I need to get it in both of these areas as well, though, just so I get a good feel for it. This might have to go at a different height. Like, as in, this might need to start in by, or out by 1, maybe, is what I'm thinking. Because if I take it all the way back, I'm going to get bottlenecked right here. With, like, I need this block there, that'll work. But this block here is not going to work. Which is a little bit interesting, and I'm not sure how to mitigate that. Maybe you mitigate it by starting this up by 1. Or down by 1. Maybe the whole thing just has to be mangrove. That, kind of stinks, because I don't want this to look like that. It's a little bit problematic if this whole thing has to be mangrove. Huh. Is there a better way to do this, maybe? Different design, potentially? Let's look at redoing this roof real quick. To where I can fit a block where I need it to go. And then once we find a good fix, I will do it to the side that we're already on. Okay, so I want mangrove wood to go right here. So I need this to be there, which would require this one to go 1 lower, and it can no longer cover everything either. Oh, maybe you just have to use a full block here. I mean, so be it, I guess. I actually don't think a full block is super going to matter, but we need to look at the way every other block is going to interact here. So you can't be here, which is also a problem, meaning this also has to be a full block. I don't see how people are doing slanted roofs. It doesn't make any sense. And I can put 1 right off the edge. Sure. Okay. I finally figured out the slanted roof design that works. Gosh, that took forever. I cannot recommend that to anybody. Holy. But now we should be able to expand this without any of these blocks coming into play. So now I need to copy this over here, which looks like I quite literally just need to add a block to each end. Just like that, I've run out of stone bricks, but I need to get more. We're making really good progress on this, actually. It's looking pretty decent so far, which I'm pretty happy with. I'm half tempted to break up this with a little bit of cobblestone, actually, now that I'm done with it. So, like, not a ton of it, but, like, it's meant to look like an older barn. So it just makes sense to have, like, some of these pieces in here, kind of cobblestoned out. Just, you know, show a little bit of wear and tear is my thought process. So the barn looks like it's a bit older. It is huge. I mean, the hope is that we can fit a ton of animals inside and also a little bit outside. We'll kind of see how we feel about them being outside once we're done building this, I think. Part of me wants to take this up right there, but I think we'll just work with this for the time being. I need to go get more mangrove tree, and I need my cobblestone to smelt into stone, but we can keep building in the morning. I'm going to plant a couple more. I'm not actually sure how many of these you need, but let's just plant 4 for the time being. I don't think I need many more pieces of mangrove wood. I mean, I do need to fill in the walls, so maybe I will need, like, a ton, but I'm hopeful that that's not the case. Now, of course, I have to take this part out now. Secondary roof, you know how it is. Alright, that's like 1/2 of the roof done. I gotta fill this in with some more of that mangrove, but so far I'm feeling pretty good about it. The only thing I'm really lacking right now is more stone brick. I've been smelting up quite a bit of it, but it's just taking its sweet time. And I'm building faster than it's, you know, being smelted. Alright, that should be all of the roofs on this done. So we can remove these. Now, I need to get some torches and some walls in here. Start with the torches so nothing actually spawns on us while we're in here. Now, I did replant some mangrove, but we do have quite a bit of it left, so let's keep building with it. Alright, let's take a look. I actually don't think this is horrible. Could it be better? And if so, how would you make it better? These are all good questions. Not ones I would ask, but ones that I can understand why you would ask. I think genuinely, once we put some trapdoors behind this, it'll look pretty good. But let's head to bed, make sure no mobs spawn in it or around our base, because I don't want to deal with that. I've dealt with patrols, tons of slimes, creepers, skeletons, baby zombies. I'm tired, man. You know what? I never understood, but I think I'm starting to understand. Mojang, we need more mangrove wood, bro. These trees are mostly just random blocks. I'm not sure what's going on here. We're gonna let like 6 of those bad boys grow and see how that goes. There's a slime actively trying to enter my home. I ran out of mangrove logs already. That stinks, bro. Oh yeah. Okay. We can at least decorate the rest of this kind of how we want. What? Once we get this big one and these sidewalls done, we're actually going to be good. I need to fill it up here as well. But relatively speaking, we're actually almost done here. I need like 1 or 2 more mangrove trees. The bright side is I have a ton of random crop stuff just kind of in here. So what I can do, I'm thinking, is give it the old FatieDadie effect where I make a composter for my own purposes. Thoughts? And you know what? This composter can go right about here. We're just going to feed it carrots and seeds, boys. Carrots and seeds to grow some propagules. We got 9 pieces. Get ready to grow 2 trees, probably. Also, I composted all of my food, and now I am about to starve. So, let's make some baked potatoes. Now I gotta wait for my baked potatoes. Luckily, it is about to be nighttime. So, we'll just sit in here. And I honestly need to make more charcoal, don't I? That's a little embarrassing. Alrighty. That is most of the inside now finished. I now need to get 2 different doors in, but also I need to head up onto my roofs and finish off the open spots there, right here, right along this end. So I think what I want is to just do something like this, kind of across the top, strip this, and now it's closed. Sick. We just need to do that on the other side now. Alright, that is pretty much the outside done outside of, like, decorating, which we do need to do. We take a step back and take a gander. I kind of like it. Obviously, it needs decoration. We can't just leave it like this because it looks a little stupid. But I'm really a big fan of this. Half tempted to bring this up by 1 right there. But I think for the right now, I'm a pretty big fan. It's definitely a different style barn than I'm used to building, and that's A-okay. So now we get to do the super duper fun part of bringing in a lot of our oak wood here in a couple different places. So to start, we want to go up here, and I want this hole to have trapdoors all over it. So on the outside, it looks like that. And it's nice. I like it. Now this door is going to be a little bit different. I would have loved to have done this in like a darker tone wood, like a spruce, but I have not gotten any spruce yet. But we're going to go old reliable here on the door. Like this. And then 1 more on the outside here. So I have 1 door like this, and then I want this part closed off. So maybe we'll bring in some of our oak logs. We'll just have like a 3-block open gap. Maybe you'll go here. How should you do this? I do have an idea. I think I want trapdoors there and there. Okay, so now we have a big odd door, which I like. I do like these trapdoors and signs, so I would like to, I think, place more of these around, like here. Yeah, this is starting to look pretty good. I can't even lie. Now, how do you want to make the bottom seem fortified? I'm thinking some stairs, some, like, oak stairs. Let's see how we feel about this. We do something like that. Another one here, another one here, another one right there. I don't dislike it. Gives it a bit more character. Sure. I kind of want to remove this block and put another oak log there. Oak log of which, of course, I don't have. Creepers. Oh, man. Well, skeleton? Multiple skeletons? Okay, it's just a mob spawning party out here, actually. Now, what in the world was I doing again? Oh, decorating. That's right. That's right. That's right. Part of me wants windows at the bottom here, but I feel like windows don't make a lot of sense. I don't know. How often are there windows in barns? Maybe I don't know. We do need a door here as well. I'm thinking just like a pretty standard like fence gate. Oh, I needed oak wood. That's literally what I went over there for, and I forgot because I got assaulted basically by mobs. Now, I stand by what I said over here about wanting this to be an oak log, so I do want to keep that. Sure, yeah. That might kind of looks like a door, right? Maybe it should be different here, but I don't care. Who gaff, bro? Who cares? Up here, I do want a lantern. I think it's actually, like, it's going to be a lot of, like, outside decorative blocks, right? Like, we need some hay bales, we need some doors, we need some so-and-sos. I think right here, we pretty much just want 3 fence gates. Now, I do want a fence to keep the mobs in, obviously. So what I would like is a small area right out here for the animals to free roam as they see fit. Which means I do need my stairs here. And this way, our path is still pretty close by. And I just broke another axe, dude. Okay. I'm going to have to go to the villages and start iron golem hunting again very soon. I like this. It gives the mobs a chance to kind of free roam a little bit, which is nice. And we can even keep that open so that they can do that. Now, what I really want is a fence here and another fence here with more fence gates, and this will be kind of where I put the actual mobs, which means I need to go get some cows, sheep, whatever. I need 2 fence gates. Let's hope this is enough, although I feel like cows have a hard time squeezing through these bad boys. So we'll do cows on this side, pigs on this side. And then, do I have enough hay bales and stuff to start decorating a bit here? Let's find out. I have 4 pieces of wheat, and it looks like no hay bales at all. Oh, I have 5 hay bales. Wow, Fatty, you're really killing it right now. Let's make some campfires as well. Oh my gosh, I have so much raw beef I could have been cooking. I completely forgot about this. Cook now, brother. Cook now. So let's see what we want here. I'm thinking here, I can fluff that up a little bit. Put something like this, and 2 campfires here. Nice, a little hay pile, why not? Honestly, I have to go one more, like that. Honestly, you could put like a shelved barrel somewhere, like here. Now on this side, I do want a shelf with a barrel on it. And then maybe some leaves onto the side of this. I kind of want more hay bales. Looking at it now, I think the hay bales actually look pretty sick. So let's pick up all of this hay. Or wait, all this wheat we have. Honestly, love the way the barn looks. I'm actually a huge fan. I think the only thing it's missing is a little bit of iron, and of course the mobs. But before we bring the mobs in, let's work on decorating the outside area here with them. So I have a few thoughts. Obviously, we need some dirt, and I don't have any gravel, so I actually don't have any way to make that coarse dirt or anything. So my thought process here, let's first start. I would like a trough of water, maybe. I want some patches of like worn out land here. And then the idea is to bring in some oak wood and some of these mangrove roots to make it look really kind of worn out. And then on top of that, you could bring in some grass. But I'm just going to bone meal the area, I think. Okay, now that's in. Dude, the barn looks kind of sick, actually. Wait, it's kind of cool. I do need to get like a lantern up here. But I'm like super lit about this. I think this looks really sick, actually. You could convince me that putting another stair up there and just running a fence could look pretty good, but I like the signs with the trapdoors. I do need to go get some mobs now, though. It's not really a barn if I don't have anybody to live inside of it. Pigs need carrots, cows need wheat. All I need to go get are cows and pigs. I honestly do not care at all for sheep. I think in any capacity. And we can, this actually gives us a good chance to take our horse out. Okay, guys, where's the horse? Oh, I found him. Okay, sick. We'll take him out probably in the morning, and we'll just kind of go get some mobs. Now, biggest issue I've had so far is that the only real mob that's spawning near me seems to be sheep. What's up? But, you know, there's bound to be cows and pigs somewhere. And then once we have them in, I need to get my cobblestone generator up and running again, so we're gonna have to build its little building as well. And what I'm thinking is we can put it off to the side here in front of the barn. So I'll have a utility little shop right there, and then we can do even one more thing down here. It might just be a little field or something. But we'll take a look at it once we get to that stage. Tomorrow, we're doing a mob hunting. Let's get cows and pigs in this bad boy. I don't want chickens and I don't want sheep. I just need animals specifically that provide me utility with food. Also, don't look at the back of the barn. I'm not going to decorate it. You guys aren't going to see it, okay? It's just like this one time it's in your like peripheral vision will be the last time you see it, I think. Maybe. Probably. Maybe not. I don't know. I'm speaking from the present. I have spotted a group of cow. Let's see if I can get them back home. I came over to this village because I knew they had cows here, but this works out even better. If I can get all of these guys home in like one go, that would be sick. I'll just walk backwards all the way home because it keeps them close, I guess. I have now got them in the base. This is going very well. I'm just going to put them in the open area for now. Let them kind of free roam a little bit. Wait, guys. Hello. Please pay attention to me. The wheat went out of my hand for 1 minute, and you guys, like, dozed off low-key. Yes, dude. Yes! Okay, and now we have cows. Sick! That took a little longer than I anticipated, and I don't see any pigs, so instead of focusing on getting pigs, I'm going to focus on getting our cobblestone generator area built instead. This feels like a slightly more worthwhile use of my time. I guess technically the mangrove roots are like a wood block, and this is getting full, so I guess we'll hold off. I do want to make some lanterns. Let's do this real fast. Specifically, this will go for the barn. I think, honestly, I'm not holding any fence gates, but fence gate, fence. With this on it would look pretty dapper. Let me go grab 2 fence gates real quick. Yeah. Dude, I think the barn looks sick. I think this is such a sick addition right next to the space. Okay. So, path-wise, we're going to go, I think, like, here. And then in the morning, we'll dig this out. I don't want mobs spawning in the walls. That's going to make it a little too difficult here. Not even difficult, just annoying to work with. I can connect these paths here in a little bit. I kind of want something that goes around this anyway as the central piece. But let's look at our building blocks and see what I would like to do. I think for the cobblestone generator, I would like to do like a small, like medieval style smithing house. I have not like freehand built one of these successfully, but we are definitely going to give it a try today. I think it'll look pretty good, and it kind of makes sense for the cobblestone generator to be that sort of design. So I'm hopeful that this won't look absolutely horrendous, but we'll see. All right, so I think for this smithing house, what I want to have is sort of like a little wraparound area. And I think it's going to be made out of stone. So what we're thinking is something like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we'll have this area as sort of the encapsulated smithing spot. And then this is sort of like just a small little home here. This is just going to kind of be like a small, like, hangover area. We're not going to build like a huge, big, massive, like, thing, I think. I actually think this back wall could be more broken up. I don't think we need anything but the house to be like a full box. Yeah, something like this little broken wall, and then on this area we can have like real like pillars, right? Just like a sort of small roof connection. So the way I'm thinking we can do this is at the back here we can just have like a small like wooden that's going to connect to the house anyway. There we go. And then boom, right out the front. And I think you just want like, you might even want to bring this down by 1 even. This feels like a little tall now. I don't think we start the roof until we do the house, maybe. Maybe that's where I'm at with this. You could use the mangrove, right, again, maybe, for the roof portion to this. I can't tell if I love that idea or hate that idea. Like, another red next to this barn feels like maybe a bit too much. I do like overall how this is looking, though. I think it should probably end the same place that this ends. Maybe it doesn't need to come out quite as much. So I think the biggest thing here is going to be figuring out how I want to do the roof on this house. I think, genuinely, I want it to come up by 1 more before we start thinking about it too hard. Now let's think about how we want the roof to look. So I like the idea of this here, and then bringing this all the way around to there, and out again. Like, in an ideal world, I think the roof is just going to be stone anyway, so I guess you probably could do the, like, roof design we weren't able to do on the other side. At what point do I say that I don't love it? I need to take a look at it from, like, a ground level's point of view. I think I just want these to be, like, doubled up, honestly. Yeah, I think that's fine. I really want the roof to be a different design, but I don't think we're going to get a lot of options here. So we can work with what we have. We'll put stairs here. So I want to do a window similar to, like, our house's window, where we bring in some stairs, like so. So a small window there, which I like. Indentation here. I'm not holding a door, but that's fine. We can put lanterns on... I guess you can't do them on the level that I want to do them because I'm a big dumb idiot. But that's fine. We can do that here for a little bit of extra decor. And now I need this to connect to this somehow. So let's think about this in a rational manner. Well, you know what? How about we, I don't know, maybe finish this house first? And then we can do it. Maybe I will bring in the mangrove just to make this feel a little nicer. I just can't say that I love the way that it feels like with just stone, brick, and wood. Especially since this is already made out of stone. I just feel like I should use a different block. How much clay do I have? Could brick be an option, I think is the real question. 16, 13, and then I have 4 pieces. Yeah, let's see how it will work here. I think the good news is that I just need brick slabs, really. All right, I'm only trying to cover up a single part of this. So we really just need them, like, across the top. And then every other piece we can cover with, like with the ceiling, so we can ignore these like open gaps. I think that'll work out pretty good. And honestly, like if that's the case, we should realistically have enough clay balls to make this work out. If not, I'll go village hunting for more. I mean, I'm just that dedicated to making this not look the same as everything else. And while that's smelting, we can do a little bit of decoration around here real quick. I mean, we kind of done it all, right? You're not going to see the sides, you're just pretty much going to see the front. I think that looks pretty... something like this, maybe. Give it a little bit of extra oomph. Oh my god, dude. Another set of pillagers, huh? Ooh, well, there goes my shield. Was not expecting that. Hold on, guys. If you guys could just give me but a moment of real quick. I'm just going to make another one of those. So sorry. Hey, guys, I'm ready to go again. Yes, sir. Don't ever come into my house, dude. Don't ever come into my house. Here's what I should do while we're waiting, actually. Is go breed my cows. Because I'm pretty sure all these guys are fully grown now. And by these guys, I mean like literally the one baby. Thank you. Oh, uh-oh. 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 There he goes. There it is. 16 more. This roof isn't going to take much, but it's definitely going to take more than this. I feel like this may take more than I actually have. Well, you know what? Maybe not. Hold on. We're about halfway done with the roof, basically. Now, getting this outside bit roofed off is going to be mildly more annoying. But I do have an idea. You probably want these. Of course. Wait, so how can I even place this properly then? Maybe I can't. Maybe you just have to extend that roof out. Or maybe no roof it. No roof is also like an option. Okay. All of the bricks are done and in no way is this going to be enough. I have 10. So I do have a thought process. Either I'm going to plop mangrove in here and see if it looks good at all. Or I am just going to suffer and go to more villages. Part of me would like to keep the whole roof brick, but if that's not an option, let's see if mangrove can look any good here. I do not have many mangrove logs. This is maybe not going to go very good for me. Let's put it on this side and see how I feel about it first, because then I can take some of the brick over here onto the other sides. Maybe let's go maybe here, here. It's actually not bad. They actually work pretty decently together, which is interesting. That is all the mangrove wood I had. I should probably go chop down another tree. Okay, roof done. Good. Probably pop a torch in this building. We can get rid of this now. Okay, now for this area, how do we sort it? It doesn't have to have an overhang. Like, honestly, it could work being just like its own little thing. Or, like, worst comes to worst, you put the overhang just as a partial off to the side here. So maybe right where this is, we can go up by one more on each one of these. I think I like the idea of having it sort of... How do I want to do this? So let's find an endpoint for this as well. Maybe like here-ish. So if I go this off to the side of this block. Yeah, I had a feeling that wouldn't really work, huh? I'm trying so hard to think about this in a way that makes sense to me. So how does this look? It goes down. Okay. I'm wasting a lot of this. And my axe broke again, dude. Oh, okay. I guess you don't have to have like an overhang. Part of me really, really like an overhang to go on this though. If I'm being like completely honest, I really want the overhang to exist. Okay, so when placed against this block, it went straight down. It goes to the like bottom of the block basically. So I think what we want is for our overhang to start here, come out. This is gonna go to the bottom of this block, so we need to come down and then there. Ooh, this looks so bad. You know what? Maybe it just doesn't get an overhang. Not much I can do there, to be honest. Here's what I do want, I think. I think it could be pretty cool to have a small, like, chimney right here. So maybe we will remove this and put a small chimney on this house right where this meets. So I'm thinking back of the chimney goes here. Front of the chimney here, maybe? Okay, and then at this part, we can bring in some more, like, miscellaneous blocks. So I think it'll go here, here. I honestly would love another stair there, but I guess I don't have that option, right? And then we can put a fireplace here. And then I can bring in, like, a blast furnace or something to go right in there, and we can even decorate this a little further by throwing in some walls and a stair right here, maybe. Now, I do have a furnace in mind that I can put in here, and I think it's going to be my blast furnace, or I think that's what it's called. Now we have, like, a little chimney that goes right there, and we have a full working space. So let's get some shelves and our furnaces over here. We kind of just pull them out of the house, I guess. Not ideal, but it is what it is. We're just going to take all of this with us. Take some stone cutters with you. Now what I'm thinking, right, is we're going to have a furnace area here. Put a crafting table there. Now with the crafting table, you know what? You can maybe even something like this. Like right here, I would like a lantern. And then stone cutters, I think I want on some shelves. Let's get to bed. In the morning, we'll keep working on the decorative portion of this. I think this is coming along really nice, actually. I think for the roof here, or for this window, we want to do a similar thing that we did over there with that, maybe. Or the other end of what we can do here is maybe some fence gates. I don't love that idea as much. We will just do plain old trapdoors right here. Like that. Now, what if I brought on some signs? You know what, actually? Okay, now it looks somewhat supported. I'm half tempted to not do this middle line. Maybe we should do something like maybe a trap door here. Sure, sturdy. I kind of would like some dirt and plants there. I don't have any plants in my inventory. Hold on, I can get some. I'm thinking oak sapling and a flower. Nice. That's kind of decorated. We need to finish off this little area. Maybe like a little working chair here. I'm not sure about that. I think put the chair there, and now this acts like a sort of desk instead, which I may be more about. Something like that. Little desk. Cool. Now we have to get the floor sort of, you know, workable. We need it to look like someone's been out here doing their job. You know what I mean? The fact that I can only trade with farmers, I maybe should have, you know what, in hindsight, here's how I'm looking back on the world. I probably should have messed with villagers much earlier on, since they are so powerful for what I'm doing. But I didn't really think about that at all. Alright, I think that's looking pretty decent. I actually really like this a lot. Oh yeah, I need to get a door on this, don't I, huh? Boom. Now I need to put my... my cobblestone generator inside of this building. And you know what, let's just block it off with any bit of stone that I have. Let me go grab all the stuff I need to put my cobble generator in there. We'll put it in there, and then I need to get more cobble for the next couple of builds here. Okay, I'm officially reorganized now. Let's grab all of our blocks we need here. I could use dirt. Maybe I'll use dirt. I need my buckets. Oh, I need stairs as well, don't I? And I'm gonna see. Oh, I need my hoppers. Hey, I'm remembering. And a chest. There it is. Mind of a. I remember like an elephant does, dude. That's how good I am at remembering stuff. I have the brain of an elephant. Let's think. I gotta remember how I did this. And I need the lava to go, I think, right here. Like this. And then I'll be mining right about here. So I'll be stepping down to this level to mine. Okay. Okay. Let's test her out. Okay, that looks like it's working. I need to get my chest and my hoppers in. Okay. Now, for all intents and purposes, this should be working properly, meaning we now have a cobblestone gen slash smelting house. How nice, dude. Okay, this is sick. Third building in. We got 2 more to go. Okay. Now, I think the next build that I would like in here is actually going to be a lumber mill, but I needed to mine out a bit of cobblestone real quick. So give me a bit to just mine up a ton here. I'm about to break my diamond pick. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's it. That is all of my diamond pick's durability. That is the only diamond tool we've had this whole time. It's possible that we should maybe trade with the villagers a little bit. I had a thought of bringing over like a villager trading hall into here somewhere, but I think with how much time we have left, I want to get a lumber mill started right in this area where I've been growing my trees, along with a bit of a tree area there. Both mostly just for the oak wood because the property tools are so massive, there's just no need. But I think that would look really sick. It's just a small lumber mill here with the trees on the side of it. And then out the way towards the front, I want to get a small stoned in area for my horse that kind of sits right there. And I think another farm for some wheat. So I want to get like, I would like to have 2. So I want the entirety of the wheat to go here. I want the potatoes to have their own thing, and then the carrots to have their own thing as well, since pigs and cows are what I was actually looking to have. I don't know if I'm going to have enough of these crops, so I'll just have to kind of keep remembering to harvest these throughout the next couple days, see kind of where we get to, and just go from there, right? Okay, now we just need to wait for these plants to grow again. I didn't mine everything. I probably could continue to mine the wheat, but I want to say that we probably have enough seeds for the wheat in particular. It's kind of just the potatoes and carrots I'm lacking on right now. So now that we have our smithing area built and done, I need to get a lumber mill put in for all my trees. And by all my trees, I mean the 2 wood types we have. So I think that's going to start by getting rid of these trees, because I think I want to put it over here. So I'm going to cut down all of our trees, say goodbye to the oak wood. Now, we probably should plant some off to the side just in case we run out of wood, because boy, do I have a feeling. We keep running out of materials, cobblestone and wood, and I'd just like to have a backup just in case. Let's go ahead and just plant them down here for the time being. All right, that should do us good, I think. Let's start looking at how I want to construct the lumber mill real quick. So I know as like a base, I want it to have a wooden outline, and then I want like an offshoot building that specifically houses where the wood would get chopped. So we can have sort of like our main building look something like this. And then we want like an offshoot site here that specifically is for chopping the wood, I think. So I'll do another sort of long building here. All right, so we'll have it be something like this. So offshoot, where I want the wood to physically go into this area and get cut. And then main building with like a maybe sort of mild walkway or storage area in between. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So now we get the beauty of starting to work on this. I want to say it should only be 1 story, but I'm going to grab materials and we're just going to build and kind of see where that goes. Alrighty, I think I'm ready to get building here. So we're just going to go, maybe we should go 5 here. Alright. So we'll have this sort of main building, no problem. Small little like maybe alleyway. We might even create like a sort of like pseudo arch here that connects the 2 maybe, and that would look pretty good. And then this will be tree harvesting area. We might even make 2 of these. I'm not 100% sure yet. But we'll look more at it in the morning, of course. Working in daylight better than working in a flat world at night. We have 2 fairly identical sized buildings, not too shabby. I say we can get started on the main building first, and then look at doing the sort of processing building afterward. So now I need stone, and you know what? It might not hurt to just go ahead and bring a chest out here to hold all this garbage we have. I also realize now, maybe I should go ahead and start smelting up some of my cobble at my smeltery, and then I need to see if I have any in my chest, because I think this is going to require quite a bit of stone that I do not have. Okay, I also need coal. Okay, I have no cobblestone in here. Sick. I am smelting a stack right now, so let's take a little bit of time to get some. Alright, I have got a little over 2 stacks of cobblestone. I think I do want to smelt a little bit more. So maybe let's throw in the 57 stack here. And this will hopefully give us enough stone brick to build these 2 areas, which is what I'm hoping for. Okay, start number 1. And now we just keep going. You know what? I just realized we actually can't do like traditional windows because I don't have any glass. So we're gonna have to do windows kind of like how we've done them on the house and on like our other buildings, which is it's probably fine. It just kind of stinks a little bit, but we'll handle the windows once we're done. I think building it in full first. Now for our roof style in particular, this is gonna get a little messy. Now, the way I'm thinking about doing this roof here is start low like this, maybe come up one at a time here, and then you could honestly have two separate roofs styles. Okay, so I'm thinking like we double up on the roof here to give it just a little bit more character, right? And I think that'll look pretty decent. We just need to have enough blocks to now make the full roof, which I'm out of stone brick already. So that's gone extremely well, as you can imagine. Luckily, I'm still smelting, so I need to get rid of that, bro. It's just gonna float there for a minute, like honestly forever until I mine it. I'll get it. I'm not gonna worry about it now. We got builds to do. Now we get to bring in our oak wood to complete the actual roof. And I should have grabbed oak planks as a flat option. And let's hope this is enough to build this entirely, which I'm not so sure. Okay, wait, we did have enough. Sick. Okay, so the next step now is to fill up these little spots here. And we're just going to put regular wood in it. I mean, we're not looking for like the super duper fine details. Of course, there will be some. But I think our priority right now is just getting the actual build done and then handling details afterward. So in spots like this, just do that. I think that is the first building done. Of course, again, we need details in here, but we can figure that out here in a second. Do you want to redo this window now? And I think the best way is just to do something like this. And then we're going to throw maybe trapdoors or fence gates along the bottom. You could even do fences, maybe. I wonder if that'll look stupid. Certainly isn't my favorite. Maybe we'll just copy the trapdoor windows we've been doing. Is that a horrible idea, or is it super smart? Yeah, I don't dislike this. Am I crazy to go outside with these? Just give it a little bit more texture to it. I kind of don't mind that, honestly. Sick. All right. Now for the actual log processing area. This is one that I'm just not sure how to proceed with, to be honest. I think I want to do open concept. That's kind of where my mind is right now, is open concept, see how that feels, and then go from there. Which I think is going to mean I need to probably strip all of this so that it matches the stairs and trapdoors and whatnot of the oak wood. Wow, that's a super convoluted way to say that I want the color of this to match oak, stairs, and slabs. So what I'm thinking is we do something like this. And then lock in trapdoors. And now it's kind of just more open. We'll pretty much have to do the same thing on every single side. And I think if you're going to do that, bring these all the way down. Actually, how difficult is it to make shelf blocks? Oh my gosh, it's so expensive. Okay, well, most of our trees grew, so let's mine these and then see how many shelves I can actively make. Okay, it makes 6. That's actually like a decent amount. So I think you'd want to take out these trapdoors and replace them with shelves. So you get a much more deeper decline here, and honestly, like, part of me's thinking we just go full shelves straight up. I kind of do love that, and you can even, like... I'm gonna have to line them up the outside. That's... probably a horrible idea, but I'm going to do it. Okay. I see where I have gone wrong. I do not like the shelves in full like this. That sucks. But they do look good on the side, so I'll keep them there. I think this part is great. So we need to kind of duplicate what we've done repeatedly now. Okay. Now we have this, which isn't bad. I do need a way to kind of connect this into this, and I'm thinking my best bet is to add just like a connecting part here. I'm not sure how I want to connect these, and honestly, maybe we just don't, and we just can put an alleyway here, or we can put like a small like retaining wall at the back, actually. We can use our stone to do that, so we'll look at that when we're done here. I do like the idea of having a secondary small thing here. And we can put the roof on this piece, I think. But if you're going to do that, should I bring it in by one more? I kind of think I should. That way the roof actually kind of lines up. I don't know that we're going to do a cover on this, this like open piece. Although like a lumber mill probably would have a cover on it, right? Like that makes sense. Because like you wouldn't want the lumber getting wet. Now for our roofing blocks, I need more of my stone brick. So I need to go get some of that real quick. Do something like this. And then just kind of proceed to fill this up. Okay, now I don't like the option as much because I can't fill in this block. If I instead do something like this, I still can't fill up this spot on the inside, but I could use my strip logs up the top like this, and that I think will work for me. I just need something for this roof to look like it's going into, because right now it just kind of, and I guess I could have done the same thing with the slabs, huh? Alright, now that we have the outline of the roof done, I need to get my wood, and then we can start doing the actual roof part. I don't know why I just barked like a dog, but that's cool. This is just going to be a lot of stairs. In fact, so much so that I'm going to make a couple more just in case. 56 I want to say should be enough, but we'll find out in the morning, obviously. Nighttime, no fun. Alright, and that is the roof of this part done. Which means that this one also has something that it's now going into, which is perfect. Now, I do have a slight design idea I think I would like. My thought process was to put some walls on the outside here, but when I have it decorated like this, that's much less viable. So truly what we might do is cover this part up, and then I can bring in stone brick here. So we'll kind of do walls like this on this specific part, but this will just be open. I think I still like the idea of it being open concept. Cool. Now we can have it look like this. Wait a second. All right, we can have it look like this. So the entry or this first portion is closed off while the other part stays open. And I think I'm into that idea just to as like an aesthetic design and not necessarily as like a real purposeful endeavor. Now we do have to now get our stone cutter and our tree in. Good. So here's what I'm thinking. We can have it start here, have it come across like this into another stair with this right at the end, which I need to place differently. Can I help all of you? All right, now we have that. Now I do want to create some log piles kind of out and about here, just around the whole thing, since, you know, it's our lumber mill. We'll get some campfires in here as well, I think, which could look pretty nice. Now we have a ton of logs and lumber around the lumber mill. We still need to go make some campfires, which means I should probably cut down more trees and make more charcoal, huh? All right, I've got campfires. Let's go place them around. Now one here, there, and there. Nice, okay. Now, of course, it does need to be lit up, so we'll light it on the inside, I think. Little pieces you won't see. So there is some light in here. And then this one, I do want to, I think, close this gap off a little bit. So let's do a roof at the top on this one. We have a small entryway here that comes out into the lumber mill, which I think looks pretty good. Now, back here, I talked about getting a retaining wall in, and I think I stand by that, like wanting to do that. And I think what we can do is just something like this. All right, and it can kind of connect all of this together. And it's like a small detail, but it will tie these two buildings together, which I think feels pretty good. And then inside here, we don't need anything in particular. I think what I do want, though, is trapdoors for the window. All right, lumber mill complete. We're going to get some trees planted around here as sort of like a last-minute decoration item, so don't you fret your pretty little heads. We are going to do it. I think the next thing I want to do is move down towards this area and get some market stalls. My thought process here is eventually maybe I'll revisit the world, and I think having villagers ready to go to start out, you know what I mean, will be pretty good. So we need to get rid of these trees, which is gonna, you know what, I should be preemptive, make a second axe. This is definitely gonna take more than 2. Yeah, so I think if we're preemptive and we get the market stalls built, the villagers will at least have a place to be if and when I revisit the world. Plus, like, the market stalls just look pretty nice. I like the design of them usually. let's get to bed. We can work on the market stalls in the morning. I need to go to some of the surrounding villages and get some of the dyed wool that they have. What do you need to get the... I mean, I guess I could just use my hand, right? Like, I think you're... Not that you're supposed to use shears, but you should use shears for these, but I'm not gonna freaking do that. What I am gonna do is grab some of these red flowers, because I think that we'll be using red and yellow as our primary colors for the market stalls. Alright, we got 15 and 15. I think I'll need probably a bit more than that, so maybe we will have to make shears, actually. We're gonna have to go find some sheep. I really need them. My horse. No! Sheep. Well, let's go get them. Can I just, like, drive-by shear these guys? Oh, I can, kinda. Okay, we still need more sheep. Let's head over to this village. They might have market stalls, although it's not looking like it. In fact, the reason it doesn't look like that is because they don't have any. Great, very helpful. Thank you, random village. Well, I guess it becomes all about finding sheep now. Now, my thought process right now is I think I'll need 15, like, wool, dyed wool per. Okay, I'm starting to think I messed up a little bit. I am completely lost. There's a village over there, but it has intact market stalls, which I would have taken. There's this village, which has no market stalls, and maybe this is the correct way, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm, like, pretty lost right now, which is bad timing. Like, horrible timing for me to get lost in a super flat world. My base is huge. I should be able to see it already. I even maxed out my render distance. It's maxed out currently, and I have not seen it. Oh my gosh, wait. No, never mind. No, I have no clue where I am. You know what? You would think at some point I would learn to take down coordinates. Okay, I did find a 2 blacksmith village, so, like, I think I'm going off course to my house, but I'll just remember that I need to go that away. But I do want to check out this blacksmith, because, like, if it's got something, it's got something. It also has some of those bad boys. Market stalls, that's what I'm looking for. Let's hope that I've not been to this village, because I did go village hunting, but I don't know if I, like, just went in the... I don't even remember at this point if I went in the general vicinity or if I hit, like, a bunch of places. Oh, I've so been here already. I can see the base from here. Yes, sir. We're back. We're so back. I think that I have everything I need now to make these market stalls. So first, I need to make a lot of red and yellow dye, and then subsequently make a lot of red and yellow wool. And actually, red is what I need more of. I might have some poppies from all the iron golems I've been demolishing lately. Alrighty. I now have, I think, all the wool I need to make a couple market stalls. We need to get rid of these now. All of our mangrove trees have to go. Alright, and honestly, we can let a lot of this despawn. I'm not in dire need for any of these items. I have a lot of them. So the way that I'm thinking of doing the market stalls is pretty simple. They're kind of going to be just a duplicate of what the villagers have, but, like, a little bit nicer. But that's going to require a lot of blocks from me. So what I need right now, some stairs, slabs, fences. Okay, so this is my thought process. We are going to go to 3, 4, 5 on every side here. This can be just 3, I think. Maybe I just want them to be smaller, actually. We'll just do them like this, and then have 3. Give me this back. We're gonna go up by 2 on each of these. I think we just want to go slabs on the outside of it, which I should maybe place the blocks in first. So I think we're gonna go red, something like this, and then slabs on the side of them. So then you have, like, a super plano, super simple. But now I'm thinking that maybe this is too big, and I want to take it one back. I can't make up my mind, dude. I'm really bad with this. I'm trying, though. I'm trying, and I think that's what's important. Okay. Maybe that's a little better. Just have it be a 4. 1 market stall. And you could put a fence gate here. Maybe you don't. Okay. And now we just kind of need to tack a couple of these around. I've got 3 set up, 1 more to go, and I think I want 1 more, like, right here, maybe 2 even. But we've run into a slight issue, which is that I ran out of white wool. Not even, like, the wool of color. I have enough of that. It's just the white wool that I'm missing now. So we're gonna not stray too far from the home. Maybe just grab a couple of the sheep that are kind of near and by. The sheep are by. Hold on. I'm gonna take this bell. I think it'll be a nice little centerpiece when we finish with this market area. Alright, now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 market stalls. I think I do like that a lot. I kind of want to do, like, 1 more somewhere in here, but I think instead what we should do, put our little like center point in. So what I'd like to do is something that looks like this. Maybe we would like this with trapdoors. It doesn't need to be fancy. I just want something here, I think. Wait, where's my crafting table? It's over here. You know what? Is it perfect? No. Does it look good? Maybe also no. But it's cool. It's all right. Look, we're going to spruce it up a little further with some walls. We all like good walls, don't we? Look at this. Boom, bam, bop, bing. Now there's walls. It's just a small center point. It's probably going to be mostly covered up anyway, but I like it. All right, next step is something that I didn't imagine I was going to take on, but my wife had such a good idea, and that is to put like a small pond in this area. So I think that's what I like it. I like that it creates, you know, takes up the space here. We can build a small bridge over to these areas, which I think will look pretty sick. But we need to clear out our inventory really bad, so let's go do that real quick. In the morning when the sun rises, we're going to get 2 water buckets to start making a pond. Now, I've realized I might need a lot of shovel, so I am going to bite the bullet here and just use my last 1 diamond on a shovel. But the shovel is going to be used for a lot, so we have to get our paths in, and then we also need to make this pond. So honestly, the shovel is going to get a lot of really good use here. So I think let's create like an outline of how I want the pond to look. So I think I want it... There, we have just like a random kind of semicircular shape, and we can fill this up with water now. All right, that took a little bit, but we got it all cleared out now. I think we don't need to go down further, do we? Like, does it really matter? Maybe I guess you could, right? Maybe come in by 1 and then mine all this out, and then we could use like these on the outside. Alternatively, we could just have these kind of placed in around the place. Let's just get this full of water. All right, now we have an actual body of water. I want to get some of these kind of placed around. Okay, wait, maybe I don't. Maybe let's build the bridge first and then go from there, right? We're not gonna build like a super complex bridge. I think something real easy, real quaint, no problems. And in fact, this might be a little close, right? Something like that. That way we can have our path still in. Let's go grab some wood. I think we'll just make like a pretty simple bridge here. I don't think it needs to be anything crazy. I want these, and I want wood. Okay, so we're gonna go like here-ish. I think any piece... Oh, of course my axe would break, dude. What I was trying to say was any piece of wood that isn't in the water, I think we want to strip it to give like the effect of like the wet wood itself. Now we have this little bridge here. I do want to push this out, I feel like, 1 more, so that this is 2, and then I want this to be 3, so we can take out this one. Now, I may have used all my wood logs and may need to go get more. I understand what went wrong. It's okay. I have so much stuff I can bone meal at the end of this that I'm just going to go... Or I have so much stuff I can compost at the end of this. I'm just going to grow a couple trees here. Well, we might have to start bone mealing some stuff. I maybe should have thought ahead of this before I started just doing nothing. Big tree. Very nice. I want to say that should give me all the wood I need, but we'll find out in the morning. Another little piece here. We'll do this on both sides. And then here and here. Now on the outside of this, we want some fences. I also think I said fences when I meant stairs. I did mean stairs. But there will be fences in here. We're going to put them kind of just like this across the top. Am I crazy to go 1 more here so that the stairs don't look like they're actually connecting here? Maybe. Although I do need more stairs now. I'm going to save some of my wood for the inevitable fences that I need, because I will need those eventually. Okay, my hiccup here is sticks. Okay, new game plan. Actually, while this grows, we're just going to plant some trees. Okay, we're going to let these all grow while we work. Yeah, they are eating me alive over here. We did get some more fences, so this will at least, I think... But it's definitely not enough for the entirety of this little area. Okay, that's fine. What we want to do now is create our paths, right? So I messed around with the block palette that we had a little bit to see if I could make a good path that wasn't just path blocks. The answer is no. The answer is no, I could not do that. So instead, we're just going to use path blocks. I mean, at this point, I just have such a limited block palette, and I've only seen one wandering trader, which, by the way, ridiculous. I should have seen more, and to be fair, I might have seen more. There might have been more that spawned and just despawned while I've been working, which is possible, but that's also doo-doo butter. So I hope that that's not the case. We're going to start paths from here and then kind of just take them up this way. Now, I do want them to meet up at these houses. Okay, one path done. We're going to go off right here. We're going to go kind of towards the barn here. We'll offshoot into our smeltery area. I think that's not bad. That's not bad. I do want a path that wraps around this. We're going to go out by 2 blocks and start a path here. And basically, we just want every single one of these blocks to be within 3 of the other, right? So, or within 2. So this is 2, this is 2. So we'll start the next path here. Alright, and that should be the full path around this thing done, which is nice. I'm loving it. But I still need to connect it to everything else over here. And remember to chop down my trees so that I have them to use. Let's get back into the house, and in the morning we keep working on the path, and then we get to just spruce up the base with like some bone meal grass, some trees maybe will grow. It'll be nice. It'll look nice. So I do want to connect this one. And then up to the house. Now, for the house, I did want to do a retaining wall, which is why this is up like this. And I'm not sure if I'm going to get the chance to do it with how little wood I have, but we can look at it. Maybe we could use some of the mangrove wood as sort of an intermittent block. So we could do something like... Okay, now this is how I want this to look. And you know what? I actually don't hate it. What I am going to do, though, is put oak slabs on top of all the oak ones to differentiate the height of them. Yeah, I'm half tempted. We might bring in some leaves. What I really need is more oak wood, so I need those to grow a little bit more. But while we're waiting on that, let's just get our path in to everywhere else. So I really need one that leads over to this too. Okay, now I have it over to the lumber mill. And create a sort of like small offshoot path here. Now the paths to the markets are going to be a little bit more annoying, but I think we'll keep them small. 2 blocks at a time here, I think, to lead up to most of the stalls here. And we can have like offshoots like this that lead to the other ones. You could say these are like our paths more often traveled even. Okay, now all of our things are all connected here. I could put like a small path around this, but I don't know that it's that big a deal. And then I do want it to connect up to this. Should there be trapdoors here? That looks a little bit goofy. Yeah, I think there probably should be, actually. Go put trapdoors on the other side as well. I just think it kind of looks better rather than seeing into the river there. That should be everything fully connected. Very nice. Alright. I need to get this retaining wall done. I am holding a bunch of oak logs now, which is nice. Alright, that is the retaining wall now completed. Very cool. So I think the final thing I want to do before we start sprucing up this base is that I want a dedicated farm for my wheat, which is going to be this central area. But I do still want an area for my carrots and potatoes, so we're going to go into the house here and start putting some stuff away real quick. Stuff we don't need to be holding. Okay, so I want stone brick and maybe some of the slabs. I definitely want these. And then I do want quite a bit of dirt here. So my thought process is so we can have a slightly raised potato/carrot farm right here in this corner where we have this nice empty space. And we can do this pretty easily by just creating a small square here. 13 by 15 I think will be a great size for this. And the thought process here is I still want to have the potatoes and carrots as like a farmable item. Especially if we do 200 days here, which if you guys want to see that, let me know. But it means that we'll have a good option for trading with farming villagers since I do not have access to any gravel in this world. I guess the only other way I could get gravel is by going to the nether and piglin bartering. But that sounds like my worst nightmare. I hate the nether and I never want to go there. And on the outside of this, we just want to do something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need more stone brick. That's a little bit annoying. Do I have any more anywhere? No. I guess if need be, I'll smelt some, but I think I should have some stone in the house. I do. Wow. Okay. And like not a small amount either. I've got a pretty good amount here. Oh my gosh, I forgot to breed my cows. Yo. Boys, I'm so sorry. I haven't bred my cows in a minute, dude. Wait, that's so bad. It's okay, it's okay. I was never going to be able to enchant throughout this one anyway, so it's probably no big deal. Honestly, I kind of want to do something like this and put lanterns around it on a wall. Alright, now I gotta figure out where I can put water here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We can put one here. I think we just need to put these in each corner. Like this. Alright, and then we'll do a similar thing that we're doing here with what will soon be hopefully lanterns if I have enough iron, of course, which I just might not. I am holding my stone hoe. I am going to have to make another one. Okay, honestly, I got basically half, if not more, on that, so we might be good. Let me just make another stone hoe, honestly. You know what? Actually, while I'm here, let me grab my carrots and potatoes that I have in here, if I have them. I have carrots. I don't have potatoes. I have a single poisonous potato. That's perfectly fine, I think. Honestly, let's just do this whole strip down here. Oh, that's all of them. Okay, it's cool. I need to now just mine up the entirety of this crop field and then replant both of them. Okay, I already need to go make a drop-off here because I'm not going to have enough room in my inventory for all the carrots I'm holding. Alright, I should definitely have enough potatoes and carrots in my inventory now to fill up this space. Although it is a large space, I'm pretty sure there's enough. Alrighty, that is now done. And we can now get a path to it. Alright, cool. Very cool. Should I create a path over here as well, maybe? I'm half tempted. In fact, I'm not even half tempted, I'm just full tempted. Alright, we have 2 paths. Very sick. Alrighty, well, I think it's time to get the wheat planted in, and then once that's done, we just need to kind of bone meal the entire area, grow a couple trees, and it's gonna look pretty dapper, I think. Dapper, a word I didn't think I was gonna use today, but here we are. And luckily, we have so many crops now that we can bone meal, this is gonna be super easy. Alright, surprisingly, I ran out of wheat seeds. That thing holds more than 3.5 stacks. But I don't think I have any more, unless I'm just not seeing them anywhere, but I'm pretty sure that was it. This is okay. What this means for us is I get to have the extreme pleasure of bone mealing a bunch of this, and then we're going to go through the base and just bone meal everything out here. Grow a couple trees, get some grass growing, some flowers for that little pop of color. And honestly, I feel like that is a little boring to like have to sit through. So I'm just going to give you guys like a bit of a time lapse of me doing that instead, which feels like, you know, a little more digestible, if you will. So I guess I will see you guys after the time lapse. Alright, we have got all of the foliage in. The base looks beautiful, so much more alive now. I do want to get some rock formations put in, and I've crafted a ton of lanterns as well. So let's smelt up some of our stone. Let's go put our lanterns up on our crop fields here. Boom, bam, bop, boom. And I do want some on the outside as well. So I'll kind of give this a little bit more light, kind of draw your eyes into it. And then we have some structures to put lanterns on. So this one already has a lantern, the barn has lanterns, and the house has lanterns. I need them on the market stalls, I think. Not all of them need a lantern, but some of them I would like to have one. I'm gonna go put one here. Good. The masonry can have one. How is that not... Am I dumb? Maybe I'm dumb. Alright, cool. Now, of course, that wasn't enough time for a ton of my stone to smelt, since we just placed a couple lanterns down. It is what it is. In fact, does that mean I should put some in here? I have 6 left right now. Maybe let's put some just in, like, the center points. Kind of highlight these a little better. I need this wheat to grow so that I can finish putting the rest of the wheat in. Okay. And then we have one more lantern. That's fine. Alright. Oh, I missed a spot. Hold on. Am I still holding any bone meal on me? Okay, no, but I'll get this here in just a second. So kind of what I'm thinking here is pretty classic FatieDadie style. So a couple of these rocks kind of placed around here. Nothing crazy. Doesn't have to be in like huge, beautiful builds or anything. Alright, I think that looks like a good amount of rocks now. I need to go grab my bone meal again, though, because I did miss a spot when I was doing the rest of it, which is, you know, of course, that just sounds like me. Luckily, we have so much of it from getting rid of our, like, basically all of our carrots and potatoes that it's kind of a non-issue. I don't even remember where I forgot to put it. I think it's over here next to the smithing area, right? You know what? There's some bald spots over here, too. Get bone meal, brother. Yeah, it was, like, right here, huh? And honestly, I mean... I think that's just about it. I think the whole base came along, like, super cool. I'm actually super happy with all the builds we got done. The market stalls will, at some point, of course, have villagers. I just need to, well, go get villagers. But we can do that in a potential 200 days. But, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe. It means the world to me. And, hey, also, you could hype the video. What? Whoa, hype. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, guys, I appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next 100 days. Later.